I didn't like that.
What circle?
Oh, spoiler alert. Sorry.
Don't spoiler. No spoilers. Hello, everybody. How are we doing tonight? This is, I assume, a no spoiler chat. Yes, no spoiler chat tonight.
No.
We will spare everybody from the three of us have currently seen Spider-Man. But we will make sure that we do our best to not talk about it for you guys.
It was terrible. It was not
Yes.
good at all.
It was the most bestest terrible movie I've ever seen in my life. Well, that's all I'll say.
I thought it was epic, but
Yes.
you know.
Yeah.
So,
So,
spoiler, Derek.
welcome to Building with Buds. We got one more person joining us tonight, but she's going to be a little bit fashionably late. And I will definitely be ahead of her in my build, so hopefully she won't catch up to me because then I'll look like a complete fool.
Yeah.
Who do we got here tonight? Got Todd, Copper, Mike, Dig Doe there as well. Park Playboy. Mark commented a while ago. So yeah, we're just kind of hanging out, doing stuff tonight. Hey Brian, how's it going?
Is that Kevin's connection or mine?
Which one?
You sound like you're underwater and using auto tune.
Really?
Yeah. Eric, are you hearing that too?
Yeah, I thought it was the auto tune.
Okay.
We told him he didn't need it.
Is it any better? No.
Yeah.
No, it's not better at all. And your picture's pretty choppy.
Bear with me.
I mean, I guess you can wait to break out the song till later. But
Hey, Stingbrick 5 is here. What's up, Tim? And Cam Guy's here. How you doing, buddy?
hello.
Any better?
No.
Great. You just go ahead and talk. We'll figure something out here.
So, what's everybody in the chat building tonight? I guess we don't have Matthew yet.
That's probably better. Is that better?
No. It's still a little choppy.
This could have all been the work of Moira to get you to not build, and very, very impressive.
It is devious.
Oops, I'm building.
Details building some snowspeeder mocks. We got Cam Guy with some brick heads. We got Todd with the Batwing. Mike's working guardianship. Nice. Yeah, Kevin's fixing his internet here. Let's give him a minute.
Yeah, that's good.
Still no.
Hmm.
So we're getting close to January 1st, damn it.
We are. I mean, it actually matters here. It doesn't apparently matter in Canada because Kevin will show you when he gets stuff fixed why January 1st is not a big deal there.
No, I think we're good.
Early stuff and whatnot. But yeah, I'm ready. Ready for the modular.
Final decisions on what you're getting on the 1st?
I think in the store, I'm just going to do the modular and then some brickheads at the store. And then I will probably make an order to get like some of the Star Wars stuff. Yeah, Kevin's showing off the new Star Wars stuff. I will probably just order that online depending on what the promo is.
Yep.
How about you?
I was going to say, can we officially say Lego sent Kevin this set?
We might as well. We might as well.
I'm definitely gonna get Brickhead Day in the store. I might get a couple more things. I haven't fully decided yet, but we'll get the modular. And I might get the police station as well to do another mock on that. But I'm in no rush for that. So
did you see there's a rebrickable out there that is the police station, assembly square, and then the fossils set?
I did.
and it's not too bad. Like I want to say it's 2 base plates wide. It's huge.
I was gonna say it's very wide.
I don't have room for that, but especially with the bowling alley coming eventually next year, I'm gonna have to make room for that. But
speaking of Bricklink, have you gotten any further emails from them?
I haven't, and I've seen some pictures that people in Europe are starting to get at least their castle in the forest.
Okay.
But no, mine still says in process and not in warehouse or anything, not shipped. So
yeah, I've had that same issue.
Now, of the first wave, I just got Pursuit of Flight, so it remains to be seen. You know, the first email I got made it seem like I was going to get the fishing boat too, which we ordered in that second round of round 1 or second wave of round 1. Todd, yes, I am finally starting the Mills conversion for my city. So I figured I'd kick it off with Eric's favorite set, and I'm putting Ghostbusters HQ on a Mills plate.
I strategically did not pay attention when I saw the half of the building there. Like, yeah, nothing to see here.
So yeah, I've already made up my base plate and a half Mills plate, and I'm just doing some transfer.
Is that better?
It is much better.
There we go.
It is. I would just change the picture.
So yeah, Jane Doe says Easy's in a different exhibit today.
Yes, I am.
Talk to us about that, buddy.
We've got some progress on the house. There's some stuff going on. So there's some moving happening downstairs. And yeah, so I had to vacate my normal area.
He's been kicked out of the Lego room, people. You heard it here first.
Pretty much. I just really wanted to be festive with it being so close to Christmas.
Nailed the decorations, by the way. It looks really
Thank
nice.
you so much. I did it all myself.
Except for that ugly ass sweater you're wearing. But whatever.
I happen to like this.
Hello, Miss Kira. How you doing, my love?
Hey, Kira.
So those of you who follow me on Insta or whatever, and you might have seen, but Kira actually found out what she's having for a baby.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I am going to be a grandpa again. So Aiden's my grandson, and I'm going to be grandpa to a beautiful baby girl.
Oh, congratulations, Kira. That's awesome. That is awesome.
So I am pretty darn excited.
Absolutely. Snowlanus here says, just watch Carrie and Ian from Brick Bods build the castle in the forest. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know some people are starting to get theirs. Obviously looking forward to getting.
Yeah, someone got there. Who was it, Tanner, that got the flight one?
Well, Todd built it. So Todd actually, the designer put the instructions on Brickable for free, and so Todd downloaded them and he just ordered the parts and built it.
Okay. So
yeah.
that's why I saw it there. I knew it was something we knew, but so I was like,
I was going to say that kind of stinks, but I guess you could do that with any Lego set.
Yeah.
Ever.
For sure.
Absolutely.
All right, then that's not that bad.
Yeah, plus, I mean, we'll get our fancy, limited edition boxes or whatever, and this will be a box that I will keep, obviously.
Me too.
Oldendorf's the one that got his castle in the forest.
Oh, there you go. Very nice. That wasn't in like, if we were to, because I'm totally backwards there with what's going on. That castle in the forest one was first wave, right? Like technically the ones we got were second wave.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
So even though that they kind of hyped us up, I think with the hey, it's sending out soon. Yep. I don't think we'll see it soon.
I don't either. No, we did get word. I did get an email about the round 2 that they are expected to ship in August, which is a lot sooner than I thought. They were saying late 2022, and I was thinking, October, November, but August is pretty quick.
It is.
Yeah.
I was surprised we got the emails here in what? Was it the end of November, beginning of December?
Yeah.
So
that's why I figured I was kind of figuring that we might see those darn things for Christmas.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I was hoping so. But that's okay. We got plenty of stuff to work on, and it'll come when it comes. Chat wants to know what you're building, Eric.
I'm working on the 3-in-1 Ferris wheel. And if I move Santa, I could probably put him up. I think. No.
And are you building the Ferris wheel, or are you doing something else?
I'm going to do the Ferris wheel. Since you did the bumper cars, stay. Yeah, I'll do the Ferris wheel since you did that. I'll probably buy another one of these sets so I can kind of expand on the bumper cars. I already have 2. I think I'll need another one.
I haven't bought any of those. I don't know if I don't think I'm getting that set at all. I'm going to be very selective moving forward, extremely selective moving forward. Tanner and I were discussing those, the battle packs, because the snowtrooper ones that I got there were they're $25 Canadian. So it's about on par for kind of what a minifigure sells for and stuff like that. But I'm kind of more geared. I kind of more want the other 2 sets, but they're Lego exclusives, right? Was what kind of was explained to me, and they're going to come in those special little packages, like Tanner's about to show, just with those guys. So,
which sets are those?
That'll be the Hoth Troopers and the
clones.
Clones.
Oh, okay.
The clone one bugs me a little bit though, because it's we're gonna have a whole clone army of yellow guys.
Yeah.
Because it's
not only that,
figures, right?
But they gave you the same exclusive figure that they gave in the gunship.
Yeah, well, nobody knows who flew that gunship, man. Why do I remember shit like that, but I can't remember anything important? Like,
right.
Saying that's not important?
Well, no, it's just stuff I can't remember that I should remember, like my name and stuff.
I never learned to read.
I was actually building earlier with Aspen, and just chit chatting, and I thought I need to get some some food before I stream. And she's like, "Yeah, that's a good idea." Substance, she says, right? So, of course, I'm the world's best chef, so I ran upstairs and I made myself a can of Chef Boyardee.
Naturally.
And I come back down and I was doing good. It was like the last spoonful, and I'm wearing my I was wearing my white Lego Levi sweater.
Yep.
It's cold down here, and one of the raviolis falls off, splashes in the bowl, and destroys my shirt. Like, yep,
that.
Classy, Mr. Classy.
So what's the problem?
No problem. Then I thought, I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I'm gonna have to go change, right? So I'm like, I have iced tea in here, and I'm like, she says something to me. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go up and change. And I take a sip of iced tea, and I just pour it all down the front of me. I'm like, might as well just finish myself off.
Yep.
God.
The iced tea gets the stains out.
I hit the other side. I couldn't even get it in the same area. I suck at staining. So I managed to. I kind of went ahead a little bit. While we were talking and stuff there this afternoon, and I finished the head on the the Jurassic Park build. And I love this thing. Like, it is crazy.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying it was so, it's such a great set and what have you. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I see it now. Like, it is a very cool set. I'm super happy I got this one.
And that retires this year.
Yeah,
right?
that's what they're threatening. Yeah. Copper, yeah, lobster bib. You need one. I do. I actually want one of the kid bibs that catches all the food so you can finish what you're eating later. You know, has a little scoop on the bottom. You need that one.
Good call.
Maybe I'll get one with a necklace on it or something.
I think you should.
I should be wearing my necklace right now. I probably should go get it.
Kev, what are you getting January 1st?
I'm not sure. I would love to get the modular, but my brain's still stuck on the Caterpillar.
Yep.
Kind of still all over the charts. I don't know. Probably if anything, it would be the modular, I think.
I was shocked to see at my Lego store an AT-AT was there.
Oh, they're everywhere, man. Like, that's the Kira, you're 100% right. I do have a lobster bib. I should wear it. Kira and I we have a place here called Brew House, and
Okay.
work had given me one year. I won tickets to go. They have lobster night at the Brew House or whatever,
Right.
and it's a massive lobster, and you get a big pint of beer and all this sort of stuff. So Kira and I went because Kira really loves seafood, and so we go to this thing, and it was funny because Kira's she's an absolute animal lover, and I wouldn't say at the time super adventurous when it came to eating food, but she gets after this lobster, man, and it was like Jekyll and Hyde. She's tearing the legs off the thing. She's eating it like the movie Splash. She's just going through the shell. This lobster was not safe, but she's doing like, I'll have to demo with this, but so here's your lobster, and here's the lobster's head, right? She's got it like that, and she's like tearing its legs off, and I'm just like, what's going on? I'm trying to like pick the little meat out and stuff, and she's going to town on this thing, and she like literally she spins her plate around, and now it's looking at her. She looks at me and she goes, Dad, it's looking at me. I'm like, yeah. Thought about it for a sec. Keeps going back to tearing it apart and doing it up. It was epic.
Outstanding.
My baby. But yeah, we did. There's a lobster bib. It's upstairs. I saw it the other day.
Let's see. Todd says, did anyone see the picture of the new Technic John Deere coming out next month? Yeah, I think it looks great. It was like a leaked photo, so it was a little bit blurry, but it was from a catalog.
Yep.
I think it looks really good.
That would be another interesting one. There is so much stuff coming out that it's going to be one of those. I'm going to have to pick it off a little bit here and there.
Was that one that we had heard about before, or is that one that kind of...
It was
No
like
one knew
it was kind of under the radar. Jane Doe says, "Oh yes, I want that tractor."
Yep.
Copper says, "Love seafood except oysters. Not a fan." I'm with you, Copper. I am not a big fan of oysters either.
Yeah, I don't do oysters. I won't do that.
Hera Bogank.
Bogank.
How you doing? Welcome.
Welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, it was a good night. Lobster didn't have a chance. Yeah, these instructions have probably been the worst ones for me out of Well, it
Just
took the
to
longest
see.
time just to see. Yeah, they're really difficult.
So what is that now? Is that the gate?
This is the bottom of the gate. Yeah. You haven't built this one, Eric?
No, I don't own it.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty neat actually. Like they do. I don't know if you'll see this too great, but look at the tracks coming out of the gate.
Yeah.
So it's pretty slick. It's a must-have.
You say that now.
Yeah, now that I'm building it. I really procrastinated on building this one. I like more for the fact that it was like Moore and I were always going to do this one, so we just kind of didn't have. It never lined up. The stars didn't align, sort of thing.
Right.
But like I said, sure, I'm glad they did now.
I'm gonna have to change this up before I stick this on there. He's gonna wait.
Too bad. Having issues with the fire brigade. So
No.
sorry.
That bike is huge.
No.
Did you see the price on the that Technic by the BMW?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it 230?
Yeah.
Well, here it's $300. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a bit steep.
yeah,
It's good though. I mean, it's a good looking set.
yeah.
I was considering that day one, but I wasn't expecting that price tag for it.
I'm gonna wait until Zavi's gonna have a deal on it. You know they will.
Yeah, absolutely. But even at that, there's so much other stuff. Like I still haven't even got Moth Gideon's cooler.
I'm not even gonna get it.
I want that. I don't know if I'm going to get the Bad Batch shuttle.
I know the prices on those ones.
Yeah, that one was 200 here, and then the Bad Batch was like 169, I think.
Yeah, that's just. I can't
Really,
any of
for
those.
what it is, I'm doing 169 for the figures.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
All right, so I got to convert right now because I got my driveway will go all the way out to the road. I've already built my road plate that marries up with this, so I just gotta figure this part out.
Here you go, Tanner. Jane Doe said timeout for what I said.
Yeah, I saw that.
Sting says, I'm with you, Kevin. The cat looks sweet. Might have to retire Johnny and rebuild the excavator. I've actually seriously considered it. As much as I love Johnny 5, I kind of just want to play with that excavator a little bit.
Yeah.
Realistically, I think at the end of the day, I think I'd play with them about both the same anyway. Like Johnny 5, the last time I really drove him was when I built him and finished the video for it.
Right.
Excavator, yeah, you'll play with a little bit. Like I even think like the I have this down here is the dump truck, that Volvo dump truck, and it's wicked. And I should probably drive it around more because the batteries are in it and stuff like that. But I just really don't. And the excavator and all that sort of stuff. You could really set up a cool little area where you could actually dig bricks and stuff and dump them into the truck, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you should definitely build it at least once.
Yeah, I think so. But, you know, it's kind of one of those hard things because I do see them. Not that I can afford it right now, but I do see them come around like on Kijiji and stuff like that. So does a guy leave Johnny 5 and pick up a secondhand excavator? You know?
I mean, I don't think you shouldn't.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you run into where it's just an amazing deal that you can't pass up. But
Yeah, for sure.
you can always rebuild them.
Well, my only thing is I did when we built Johnny 5, what I tend to do is when I do anything that's like a mock set, I'll put it in one of the bins. So like this is all the excavator stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
and then I could go back and get it later. But it kind of had such a longer time lapse that I've probably robbed some of those parts and pieces and put them somewhere else. And I mean, I can find them and I have lots more extra stuff, but it'd probably just be a little bit more work.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I did the same thing with Big Ben and Tower Bridge when I built the modulars.
Yeah.
So they're in the extra parts are all in Ziploc bags that are nowhere near any of the other parts. So if I want to go back to rebuild them, I can get all the parts I need for it.
That would be the smart thing to do, but I don't do smart things.
I didn't say I did that smartly at the beginning.
Yeah.
I kind of figured that out after I built Tower Bridge, and I was like, "Oh crap! I probably should have.
Maybe I should have done this.
Should have probably done this."
Yeah. Mike says, Kevin, did you build the cement mixer? No, I haven't actually. And it's kind of like, is that one still available? I don't think it's available anymore, is it?
I think it is.
Is it? I didn't do it. I did the tow truck, which is not like, it's not a motorized Technic build, but that tow truck is one of my favorites for sure. If that thing was motorized, that'd be epic. Like, I'd go around just towing people all over the place.
What's it, Tanner? You go scattlin' skiddle doing. What is it?
No.
Scoot bootin' and footy tootin'. That one?
I hate you.
Slam jamming and yam yamming. Something like that.
No, it's not anything
Oh,
like
you got
that.
it. You got it.
It's not anything like that.
Got it, Kev. On point.
Yeah, Mike. What's that? Oh, Kira, you got to go back to work? All right, baby. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Have fun.
Enjoy.
Kira, and congratulations again.
Cement mixer's out of stock in the U.S., Copper says.
So that's probably means it's retired.
Yeah, Aspen said cement mixer's retired. So I don't know if I find one. If I stumble across something, maybe I don't know. The tow truck was, like I said, fun. Yeah, and it kind of caught me by surprise too. I bought it because I was like, it's a decent price. Like it wasn't like it was off the charts expensive or anything like that. And then it turned out to be a real cool build.
I've been recently looking at, and I know people are gonna love hearing this, but looking at Ghostbuster HQs.
What?
Recently. Wow, the prices have gone up since I looked last year.
Yeah.
Should have looked sooner.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Do you want to hear the sad part about it? They're only going to go up higher.
I know. I know. But yeah, it was like I had this like coming to reality moment where I was like, you know what? Maybe that's something I'm not going to own.
Uh-oh.
But
you will.
You will.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't say I like dug into that moment, but
Right.
like, there was a second where I went, "Wow, that's not what I was expecting to see."
Yeah. No, it's up there for a good reason. Like, honestly, if you were to say to me, you get to keep one unit or one modular, that's the one.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It'd be tight between that and Daily Bugle, but
Oh yeah. Well, if it's just the Daily Bugle, just one bugle, it'd be tough. But yeah. For me, I even as much as I love my bugles, it would still be HQ. I think for me.
Yeah, so I have a little alert thing set up so when they're at certain prices, I'll get updates on them.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say I haven't got a single one yet.
Let's just say I'm going to go on the limb and you might not get that alert. I mean, not just like crazier stuff has happened. You might get one. You might hopefully get lucky because it's honestly one, man. You don't want to miss out on it. Some of them I can miss out on. I don't care.
Yep.
right.
But that is not one of them.
That's the thing, right? Like we always talk about that. You have to be patient and diligent. Like you have to always be looking.
Yeah.
And if you're not, that's when you'll miss the good deal.
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we'll see.
Mike,
And I mean,
Ghostbusters is used. a lot more than I thought. It's the haunted house worth the is the haunted house worth the cost? The monster, like the monster fighter one. I would say find that on the used market. I got mine on the used market. I didn't want to pay the new market on that haunted house, but is it worth it to me? Actually, it is. That's a really nice set.
Of course, here I am talking about not spending the money for the HQ, but then I'm talking about going brick built roads. So
Yes, kind of.
I guess it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
You need to get your priorities straight, man.
Yeah. They're going to look really nice, though.
They are. That is true.
If that ever happens either, I don't know. We'll see. I'm kicking the tires on it. I've got to really see how much I'll need. I don't want to under order, and I definitely don't want to over order.
So let me ask you, I mean, why do you think you're leaning that way versus using the new road plates? Is it just because of the customization ability, or?
Yeah, that's a big part. I've wanted to do that style for a few years now. So it's just kind of trying to get myself not to think that anymore.
Because
Like
I know Daryl's like redoing all of his city, and
Yeah,
I think he's going to new road plates.
he switched, and I gave him a piece of my mind for that. I was like, really, after all this time of you trying to get me to do this, now that I'm considering doing it, you switch.
Of course.
So Mike is talking about that haunted house. Is it the drop ride one, Mike? Is that?
Yeah, I'm not sure which ones he's talking about.
So he said it's $250 in the States. Is
Yeah,
that one $250?
that one is definitely worth it. I wouldn't bother motorizing it though. I did, and I hate the app, and I just never use the motors anymore.
Yeah, two thumbs down on the motorization skills because they're terrible.
Yeah, I would, but it's definitely worth it. It's awesome. I didn't have any of the adventure sets or the Johnny Thunder stuff, but even not having them and getting the Easter eggs, all of the little stuff inside is still really cool. Even
Yeah,
if you don't
the
get
theme of it. It doesn't seem out of place at all.
No, it's a very cool set. I do love mine. Like it's currently don't have it, but I will love it again once I get it back. It looks good. It's kind of one of those things too. It boils down to the. I was looking because I want to start building my Sanctum Centaurium here right away.
Yep.
And I'm kind of. Jane Doe showed me a. Was it Teflon Todd's Sanctum, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I don't know how much interior I'm going to put into mine. I think I'm going to do all the work on the exterior of it.
Yeah. You can always come back to that later, right?
I think so, because I'm only going to, he did almost like a 4-story or whatever. His was pretty tall.
Enormous.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do a 2 or 3-story, have that staircase coming down in the center, try to do that nice staircase going up, and just the outsides just around sort of thing. But
that makes sense.
Because realistically, I'm never going to open it.
Right.
So, and it's a kind of a small, the bugle, you want to put detail into that because you're going to see in through that whole thing.
Yeah.
Sanctum, you probably not.
I think you should just recreate the one from Lego Masters Australia.
Yes, I'll do that.
Hey, Oldendorf's headed out for the night. Good night, Oldendorf. Take care.
Good night, Oldendorf.
Have a good night.
Yeah, I would recreate that one. Like that one was gorgeous. I loved it. But that one was definitely a play style too, because back was open on that if I remember correctly. So.
Yes, I believe so.
Well, I would say in the chat, if all are in favor, say aye, and Kev will do it. Perfect.
Yeah, done. Yeah, I'm on it. Start digging out some bricks. I got to go to Sting Brick's house and just rob him of all his stuff.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't look at it that way. I would look at it as you're borrowing the bricks with the intent not to return them.
True.
And then it's fine.
You're 100% accurate.
Yeah.
What am I missing here?
It's colorful. So Tanner, do you think you're gonna get any more of this the Ferris wheel set to do any of the other builds for your
I
amusement
don't
park?
know, because my amusement park's pretty crunch right now, and I'm already at a quandary where I've got those 2 Chinese New Year sets set up in my city, and I'm, especially when the bowling alley comes, I'm not gonna have room unless I add another table, which is in the cards. I can always add another table, but I want to hold off on that until I finish the basement, because it's already going to be a pain to move all this stuff. That's a big reason I'm going to Mills right now, is when I have to move all this stuff into the garage when we start finishing it, then the city will at least be easy to pull apart and transport,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm not in luck. I don't know that I want another Ferris wheel in my park, because I've already got the big one. So it would be more I'd buy a second one and supersize the bumper cars, or I'd buy a second one and do the little swing ship ride's pretty cool too. But I'm hoping that we get another fairground ride this year, and that'll complicate things as well, right? Because we're due for one.
Yeah, and it's really kind of impossible to do an amusement park and save space.
Right, correct. And I know there's been a couple people, who is it? Preston Builds on Instagram. He's got a really good city. He's moving his theme park under the table to make more city room for himself. I know a lot of people that are doing that because they're beautiful. It's just, and I love them. Like yours, especially Eric, is gorgeous. It's something that you've really, I think, sunk a lot of work and detail into.
Yep.
I haven't yet, but I want to, just because I've seen yours and what you've done with it.
Well, and you realistically have the real estate to do it too, Tanner.
Yeah, I do, and I think it's just it's eye catching, right?
Absolutely.
The cities look nice, but a theme park.
Well, where do you want to go to in every city?
Exactly. So I will keep it on the table, but I got to figure out how I'm going to Mills that too. I haven't even thought about that yet, right? Like
I had a good idea the other day, well, a while ago actually, but if you take, I was going to build, because I didn't want the Vestas wind turbine, so I was actually going to build that in one of the fairground rides.
Yes.
Just the salt and pepper shaker, like the big one.
There you go. Yeah.
You have one arm and it just spins around. Like you could convert that thing in seconds to do that.
Copper wants to know, what do we think they would do for a ride, for if we get a fairground ride, what's left to do? I think a swinging ship would be awesome, like an actual swinging ship.
So I think that's en route. Like they were talking about that. They've been talking about that for a bit.
I'd also love a log flume if they decide to go big.
I'd love a lamp.
But yeah, I think swinging ship is. I think with that promo that we got, they kind of signaled it, and yeah, like Snowland says, like a pirate ship ride, exactly.
Which is just going to make a bigger problem. And that's one of the things that scares me about switching over to Mills is the amusement park.
Yeah,
you've got to make that change for it, and that's
and how, because I mean, most of those rides aren't convenient on like 2 32 by 32 base plates, or even on my park now. I've got a bunch of those big gray 48 by 48s.
Yep.
Even those, like you can't fit all the rides to that. Like the roller coaster, I think you could do it on 2 48 by 48s, but then there's like 8 studs of hang off on one side. And so it's like, what do you do with that? Do you have to put a whole nother base plate for that? Like, it's just it's a problem. And as an engineer, I love solving problems, so I'll get there, but I just haven't started to yet.
Right.
I was trying to think about it.
Well, it's like the carousel, the roller coaster, those are probably make more sense to be on a mill system than any modular building.
Absolutely.
Because
That
they're a
carousel.
nightmare to move.
Oh my gosh, I hate that carousel so much.
Yeah.
I found a trick to the roller coaster.
Set it and forget it.
Yeah. It's actually like I've never had an issue with I know, Eric, you've had some issues with your roller coaster, like not tracking all the way through all the time. I've never had that with mine. I've been lucky. So, but for moving it, actually, what I use is, when you buy, well, Tanner will know as soon as I say this, when you buy a pack shelf system,
Yep.
the shelves come with a piece of cardboard in between each one. And it's actually the perfect size to go underneath the roller coaster.
Really?
And then you slide it underneath, and then you can slide your hands up there and carry it no problem wherever you want to go. It doesn't twist, doesn't turn, because it's a thick enough. You could actually just use a piece of corrugated cardboard, that same stuff. And that works awesome for transporting that thing around. If you're shuffling it or moving it or cleaning it or anything,
Right.
you just lift up an edge, you slide everything right underneath it, and up it comes. You're done. Or Mills plate it, which would be the best. But
I will remember that because I'm going to have to be I'm moving it very soon.
yeah,
Probably tomorrow.
that piece of card, because it's a very stiff piece of cardboard that comes in there, so just works really well.
I'm going to do that because
The first time I picked mine up, it snapped in half, so I learned that lesson real quick.
yeah, the roller coaster is a beast with that. The carousel is a nightmare to move.
I never had the carousel, so I've never had to move it.
It's
The bottom falls out.
those triangular plates fall out every single time, and then to get them back in is a nightmare. It's just it's
Yeah, it was not designed to move around. It was designed to put on a shelf or somewhere.
Yeah.
Never move it again.
Copper says yes, swinging ship. We could motorize it so it goes 360 and the figures fall out. There you go.
You just got to supply more voltage, buddy. More voltage.
Thank you, Snowlane. I appreciate that.
Tanner's going to help me gear down more rides. So
What are you volunteering me for here?
you're going to help me do the gearing system in my amusement park.
So I'm redoing the tile on the front of this to be gray, light gray, so it contrasts. But I don't want to lose all these 4x4s that I'm replacing, so I'm just sticking them inside the firehouse where the Ecto One parks, just so I don't lose them in case I ever, God forbid, try to sell this thing, which I'm sure I won't. But
no, you're. I always say that yes, it's an investment. Clearly. Don't say anything otherwise, please. You realize I'm not in the basement anymore, so there's more people that can hear me talk right now. Be careful about what I said.
We could really get him in trouble, actually.
I'm in a very precarious situation right now.
This is absolutely perfect.
Jane Doe says, cut the bottom base plates, make the mills to the exact size of the rides, and you can always make the little rows of mills plates to fill in the space between them. Yeah, I suppose I can always cut base plates, and I'm not squeamish about that. They're base plates. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Unless it's a road base plate. And I'll fight you.
DJ Rufus Stewart says, found an escape book still with box last week, 3831 SpongeBob Rocket Ride for $100. Sorted out all the bricks this morning. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I'm wondering if they're gonna bring back any of that stuff, like SpongeBob, that theme.
Is it still popular?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
I don't know. My kids
Only one way to find out.
haven't really been into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. My son will watch it from time to time, but
I don't think I've ever seen a full episode.
next week on Building with Buds.
Sponge Eric Squarepants.
Stop! You're not supposed to tell people my nickname.
Just wait till we tell your wife that you spent $4,800 on HQ. Oh, is she right there? I'm sorry.
Brick Maniac 81's here says, "Good evening, everyone. How's everyone tonight? Doing well." I'm seeing some new names here. I don't know. Is this some of Eric's TikTok followers joining us?
No.
It would have to be because no one else likes us.
Raquel Doreen as well. Welcome. Yeah, a couple new names.
So what do you think a reasonable price for a used Ghostbusters HQ that supposedly all the bags are still in it sealed, but the box over the years the tape gave way?
Are you going to care about the box or no?
No, not one bit.
Okay.
All bags still sealed.
And it has the 2 white boxes in there for the other bags.
Aspen, whatever it costs, just get it done. Yeah. Money is no object, especially when it's yours.
I'm trying to remember. I think new in box you're going to spend about $800 US, 700 to 800. So yeah, DCL says 500. I bought mine and the Ecto one for just under 600 both, and this was used. Yeah, 550 maybe. 550.
How long ago did they jump then?
All right, I'm moving on from that one. Then that auction ends in.
What are they asking for on that one?
It's gotten up to 611.
I mean, that's
not
bad. You're guaranteed
670. All righty. Let me set that down.
Yeah, I wouldn't go above 700 on that one probably. But yeah, I have to look up what I got. I know it was under 600 with shipping for a used HQ and a used Ecto one. The Ecto one was missing some pieces, but easily replaceable ones. The HQ had 0 stickers. And I wish I had reached out to Lego because I bet they would have sent me a sticker sheet. But I bought one off Bricklink for like $40.
I mean, you can still reach out to them and ask.
And I should have. I reached out to the seller and I was like, "Hey, do you have a sticker sheet somewhere for this?" Because like he didn't apply stickers to any of the bricks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I was like, maybe he's got it somewhere. And he's like, stickers. I didn't even know it had stickers. I'm like, oh, wonderful. That's cool.
When I stole this from the store I stole it from, they must have fallen out.
Right.
Yeah, because when did it jump? Like, when did the price really scream up there? Because I remember not 800. I think I got one for 8 from for Jack, actually. 8 Canadian.
In the box, new.
In the box, brand new box in mint condition. But that was maybe a year and a bit ago.
So I would say they jumped up this year. I would say recently they've jumped up more with the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Well, how about we just marvel at the incredible restraint? There's an AT-AT at my Lego store. I didn't get it. I just passed on the HQ. Man, I feel like I need to order myself a Lego set now.
How about HQ? I think it's going to be, Eric, one of the ones that once you get it, it's going to hurt. Like, it's going to hurt. I'm not going to lie. It's going to hurt. But when you build that thing, you're going to be like, my God. Like, it's just that cool, man.
It is.
I know. You guys have both seen the new Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I haven't seen that yet.
It was really good.
You're going to want it, especially after watching that, for sure.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I don't know. So I think with this Ferris wheel, because I have all 3, I did all 3 builds for the 3-in-1 UFO ride for the amusement park for this area. So I think I'll maybe switch out the Ferris wheel build on that and put this in its place. But I originally had no interest in putting this in the city. because
I mean,
Ferris wheels. But
they did a really good job with it. Like, it looks really nice.
It looks fun. Right?
I see what you did there.
See what I did there? It looks fun. Eric's lost. Completely lost.
Yep.
Look at the front of your Ferris wheel there, buddy.
I'm not even going to say I know what you're talking about, but there's people out there that don't. I'm not even going to say it.
Okay, turn that thing around for a second. Look down.
Yes. I totally got it. I knew it.
I knew it all along.
Does this figure look
Yeah, look at that guy.
He's the best minifigure in the set.
Yeah.
By far.
Mike says he has some McLaren polybags for sale. You could sell McLaren polybags, and Tanner's made the resurgence of the McLaren polybag.
Yeah.
I was trying to find a freaking 1x2 when I was rebuilding this sidewalk and couldn't find it. It was stuck to the bottom of this stupid cab driver.
Hey. He's not
stuck to his
stupid.
feet.
He's misunderstood.
Sorry.
He's a highly educated, owns his own business cab driver.
Misunderstood.
Yeah.
The only problem with this set, only one problem, is these stupid chairs that are in the kitchen. Just like the Home Alone chairs, right? Actually, they're probably even worse than those because this is how they're built. They're built with those bracket pieces.
Yep.
And so there's no way to even stick them down. It's dumb.
Yeah, they're just appearance. They look good. That's about it.
Did you do what I did with the Home Alone chairs?
No, I saw what you did though.
Yeah. That works great. You can move that set anywhere now, no problems. They don't fall down, they don't move, they just kind of stay in their place.
Yeah, mine. I have the that frog on the mantle just constantly falls too.
Yeah.
But that set is killing me right now because
Brian said there was a Titanic set at Mall of America today.
Oh, nice. Yeah, my store had gotten them. My store got 10 of them in, and I was going to go buy one even though Double Points got canceled. But I was like, I'll wait, and if they're there the next day, I'll buy it. And they weren't. They all sold out by the end of the day.
Yeah, people weren't going to wait. I think they're like everybody's still in that mode of like even Moss Isley Cantina or anything along that lines where, it's still taking a long time for some of the stuff to come back into stock.
Yep.
And Lego's not helping the fact, like when they came out and said, you're not going to see any more AT-ATs till like the new year sort of thing.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, like Southgate has them, West Ed has them. You see them online. They're coming back online. So,
well, they're definitely trying to drive the FOMO with people anyway.
Yeah,
it's clear. They did it to me last year. Last year, they're like, oh, I don't know if we'll get the Disney Castle in for the rest of this year. And so I'm like, well, okay, I guess I got to buy it. And then they got like 10 more of them 2 weeks later or something.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I did that same thing. I think it was Black Friday last year. I bought the castle because it was out of stock for like 6 months at the store. And it was like, wow, okay, I haven't seen this in forever. I have to pick it up. And I don't think they've been out of stock ever since I bought it.
And they haven't retired.
And it hasn't retired.
Yeah.
So
it's turning into the new Death Star.
Yes.
Speaking of Death Star.
Disney Death Star.
Is that your Lego over there?
What?
Legos, remember?
The Spider-Man, yeah, he did say that.
Oh, yeah.
Jamie Foxx. Is that your Legos right there?
Yes. You're obviously.
And there was when did you see where he put the Sidious down or whatever? I love that. I'm like, nice.
Yeah, my son absolutely loved that part of the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
So Mike asked a fun question. Why did Double Points get canceled? So that's a great question.
To ignite Tanner.
Yeah. It got canceled in North America only because of low stock, was what I heard when I called the Lego store, which is stupid. The stupidest thing ever. Like, why would you cancel it just because you have low stock? Are you worried that you're going to sell out of everything? So what? You know? So what
Yeah,
if you do?
Yeah. My store is interesting. I went in during the week, and they've got police stations. They've got all these other sets just all over the place. What's up?
I think somebody wants to show off a Titanic build
You
here.
want to show off your Titanic build? All right.
Is that the
Oh,
Titanic? Well, look at that.
That is awesome, buddy.
That is wicked.
I even made the own instructions.
You made instructions?
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
tough.
And I
That
got
is
some
awesome.
figures over here at the base plate. Can you guess who they are?
Who's
It's
in the
Jack and
is that-
Rose, right?
Is that Jack and Rose? Yeah.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Did.
Good night, guys.
See you, buddy.
Have a good day.
They're the only reason we let Eric on here.
I'll just be like, hi.
Oh gosh. You know he can hear you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That you should probably actually get those instructions online. You could probably make a killing with those things right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Great job. Great job. Let's see.
He actually, I should have him bring out. He made a small Polar Express build, a mini train build, which he
Oh,
did.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
So
You got to get him in to do some of those holiday challenges, and then you can
Yep.
post them on Instagram.
he builds. I've learned now he builds circles around me, so I don't even.
Oh, so you don't want him to show you up? No,
Yeah,
so you
absolutely.
just take credit for it. You have him build it, and then you're like, check out what I built when you
I know,
post it.
I know another guy that does that.
You'll never know.
Learn from the other guy. Just do it. Snatch it right out of his hands and say, "Do you like my Titanic I built?"
Let's see. Snowlina went and saw Home Alone in the theater the other night with her daughter. That was awesome. DCL said Titanic didn't sell as much in Europe. They must have shipped some to the U.S. He's
Well,
thinking.
maybe. I don't know if they'd even do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just don't
Sometimes
think-
they do because the packaging's a little different.
True. Yeah.
They had to do it last year because
Yep.
of quantity problems, right?
Well, I mean, we got those Mexican ones, right? And you could tell they were different because they had the white sticker on them usually.
Yep. Mike says stock in stores seem to be fine, but .com is extremely low. I wouldn't know because the craziest thing, they took the
Yeah.
Czech store stock off of the website.
Off your website.
But it's weird. Don't we have this? No, I guess we don't. Yeah. So the US version, they took the Czech store stock off of the Lego website.
Tanner had mentioned that to me the other day, and then I'm like, no, I don't think so, dude. And he's like, yeah. So I actually went online, pulled up the Czech store stock because I had checked something that morning. And yeah, no, his was gone. Mine was there.
It's the weirdest thing.
It was great because after that, you then showed brand new 2022 sets
Who?
as well.
Oh, well, that's because Lego likes me.
That's right. Well, that's why you guys have to pay so much. You guys get extra services than we do.
Here's what happens. Here's what happened with that, Eric. Let me fill you in on a little secret. I just took credit for all Tanner's cool little builds and stuff. Whenever Lego comments on his stuff, I'm like, do you know who I know? You know the people I know? And they're like, who do you know? And I'm like, I know Tanjam, I know Easy. And they're like, man, we got to keep this fella happy. Let's send him some stuff.
They're not trying to keep me happy, so that's interesting.
No, it's because I keep you happy. So
Oh, that's true. That
it's
is
like,
true.
it's just a vicious circle, really. Yeah.
Well, ain't that the truth?
Jane Doe said the Titanic that got shipped over from Europe never made it to the U.S. I see what you did there, Jane Doe.
I get it.
DCL said they were low on VIP points, not enough to give out double. Yeah,
Yeah, they're out of stock on VIP
I'm
points.
sure.
That's actually, that's probably legit. I like that one.
Yeah, that was disappointing. I wasn't planning on getting anything anyway, but
I would have if I would have bought a Titanic, but I'm not doing it. Not doing it unless I can get it for double.
There should be one coming up right away again, though. Yeah.
Well, we'll see how stock is. All right, Eric, look inside this beautiful set.
Oh, don't look too hard though. You will cry.
My fire brigade looks very different. Why does your fire brigade look different? It's weird.
Because mine is amazing.
Say it, you are amazing.
You are amazing.
Hey, you're amazing.
All right, I'll say it. You are amazing.
Do be careful when you finally get it though, because it has a lot of dark red in it, and it's probably
fragile.
When I got mine, I had to replace a couple broken pieces.
Yeah, my fire brigade was in a box for years, sealed, and then when I finally opened it and built it, I had some of the tiles break.
I think Copper had to replace like 14 or 15 tiles.
Yeah.
He said like almost every other tile snapped when he was putting it together.
Well, there were 2 more tiles that snapped, and I just left them on there. So I probably should take them off and replace them. But.
You should.
Just use white.
So what is everybody in the chat going to pick up on the first, or are you going to go into the store? Are you going to order online? What are you? What's everybody getting? And what are you, fine gentlemen, going to get?
I think if anything, maybe just the modular.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm going to do modular. I'm going to do the Ahsoka brickhead.
Yeah, that too. That's only $13, so.
Yeah. And then I was thinking about, either maybe the Tumbler or the BMW, because they're both kind of in the same price point. But
yeah,
I could certainly go with just getting the brickhead and the modular and be done. But
that Tumbler is kind of one that you got to get your paws on, because you've been waiting for a while for that one too.
And I do want to get another police station. I'm going to use that to do a mock with the Central Perk set.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Let's see. Jane Doe said she was okay with HQ and Fire Brigade, but her Hobbit sets had casualties with the brown. Yeah, I remember that. Brian says modular and brickheads. Jane Doe says modular New Year sets for sure. Then decide on the rest later. Snowlana modular Chinese New Year sets. Cam Guy modular Home Alone Santa's Visit few others. Man, Cam Guy's going to town. Good for you.
awesome.
Mike's modular. Gonna wait on BMW. Thanks because of Zavvi. Yeah, they always put the Technic stuff on discount. In fact, it's almost every week. I got another email right before the stream that said they're having a big Technic sale again.
Yeah, the Lambo is still like maybe $70 or $80 off.
It's like $279, I think. Yeah.
There's such a variant though, like on the from when you look at Zavvi to when I look at Zavvi. Like, remember when you sent me the thing that the builder was on sale? I'm like, oh, cool. And I go over there and I'm like, it's $150 more.
Yeah.
So
they do that on some of their sets. I've noticed too. They'll say it's on sale, and the sale price is like just a couple bucks less than retail, but they lifted it double. I think like maybe some of the helmets. I think they've done that with.
Yeah. I too. I don't think I said what I'm gonna get. I'm definitely gonna get the modular in store because it's a tradition. Nathan, my oldest son, goes with me. We've done it. This will be my 4th year getting it on New Year's Day. It'll be his 3rd year coming with me to pick it up. But I'll get that. I'll get the Ahsoka, the Lion Dance brickheads, and then the 2 new pets ones for my other kids. The French Bulldog and the what's the other one? The Saint Bernards. And then I think I'll make an online order for stuff, depending if there's a good promo. I'm hearing there's going to be a good promo. Obviously, they're doing whatever 15-year anniversary modular promo. So
yeah,
I'll try and snag a second promo by doing an online order probably.
Speaking of the Chinese New Year ones, right? They have it's a park, right, coming out again, but it's like an ice skating park, well, a pond, really.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Is that one that you're looking at? Since
Absolutely.
Spring Lantern. Are you gonna try to change it out and make it spring?
No, I'll leave it. I've got every single. That was a big goal for me this year, was getting all the Chinese New Year sets. So I've got every single one of them, and I love them. They're amazing. And those the two new ones are awesome too. That one you could probably easily put on a Mills plate and put it in your city, but it would look kind of out of place, being that it's wintry. It might be one I'd put in my Winter Village next year. I'm not sure.
Yeah, see, that's right. I forget that you have all the Winter Village stuff. So
Yep.
That'd be perfect for it. Because that's kind of the only reason I would get it, is if I was going to convert it from winter to spring.
Yeah. But it looks awesome. Like that one I love. Now we don't get those in the US until the 10th, I want to say. I know everywhere else gets them on the 1st, or maybe it's just Asia Pacific gets them on the 1st, but we don't get them until the 10th. Hey, Hyperactive Bricks here. Welcome, buddy.
Hey, Bracket.
So I had a new addition to my HQ. I got this fine little minifigure here.
Yeah.
I was able to win this on a Boone Builds trivia night. He does trivia and gives away a minifigure, and it's now the second one. So I got a Boone Ghostbusters minifigure, and I've got a Boone Buzz Lightyear minifigure.
Yeah, are they going to stop allowing you to play?
They might. It was funny because I won this one, and then I sent him an email, and his wife gets the emails, and she sends out the figures. And the next stream after I won that one, and I had won them within 3 weeks of each other or something like that. So the next one, he's like, yeah, Danny said that maybe we should limit it to one per person or something. I'm like, oops, I get that might be because of me. But I don't know. There's been several people that have won multiple times, but I don't try for them every time, but I like the little custom Boone ones.
Well, that's the thing. He's been doing it for quite a while now.
Yeah,
right?
he has.
It's not your fault. You just decide when you decide to, you dominate.
I know. I was actually disappointed because I missed one of the questions that night, but and it was one I should have known. It was they asked which character has not been in a Lego set, which in minifigure form, in official minifigure form, and they named Janine Melnitz, and who's the secretary, and they named what's his name? What's Rick Moranis' character's name? Louis Tully.
Louis, yeah.
So those two, and then they named Dana Barrett, which is Sigourney Weaver. And I'm like, I knew Louis and Dana are in the HQ, but I forgot that Janine was. And then they named Walter Peck, and I was like, who the hell is Walter Peck? I don't even remember that name. It's not ringing any bells. So I was like, maybe he's one of the newer characters. Maybe that's maybe that's Chris Hemsworth's character in the ladies one. And so I guess Janine, but she's in this one too. I was sad that I missed that. So Walter Peck is the guy. You remember the guy in Die Hard, the actor, the red-haired guy that his wife punched in the face?
Yeah, in the first one, right?
In the first one, yeah. So that guy is the guy who played Walter Peck. He was the EPA agent that came in and tried to shut him down.
Yeah.
So it was that guy, but I did not remember that name at all.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I've tried to do those trivia a couple times, and I'm just terrible. So I don't try anymore. I think I had one where I got the first 3 in a row really quickly, and I had no idea what the answers were. I was just guessing correctly.
Yeah, so that's something you could do too, right? You can just wait and follow what everybody else is saying, and you can get them, but then you risk not being first to answer.
Right. So
But that night was pretty cool because Waller was on that night as well, which we've had Mr. Waller on this one, and he showed off all his custom Ghostbusters stuff.
Yep. Hyperactive finally got his hands on a corner garage last week. Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Good timing since that one's retiring or retired now, I guess.
I think my store still had a lot of those too.
Mine did not. It has not had that one. It's had all the others.
Yeah, they had a bunch of the same sets throughout the store because they had definitely some areas that the shelves were bare. So they were just, you'd see like the NES system in like
Right.
6 different spots and, a couple of corner garages. They did still have the upside down house.
Okay.
I don't know if they had the T-Rex set though.
Holy smokes, there's a lot going on with this gate.
I think they're gonna do some Stranger Things sets coming up this year.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna do. I know the rumor was they're gonna do a Brickheads, but I think I want to say that they're gonna do. So like a 2-pack Brickheads. Hopefully, it's like 11 and the Demogorgon. That's my hope anyway. But yeah, they're gonna do another big Stranger Things set. So I don't know if they'll do Starcourt Mall or if they'll do some of that one setting from this upcoming season.
It's something I've never watched.
You've never seen it?
You really should.
I have
It's really
not.
good.
It's pretty good, man. Like I didn't get into it for a bit, but then once I did, I was right into it. It was pretty darn good.
I liked it a lot.
You like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Disappointed you didn't go there with that.
My bad.
You let me down, Blue.
You're my boy, Blue. Thank you very much, Jane Doe. Appreciate that.
Oh, thank you, Jane Doe. Hyperactive says finally got 3 Sith art sets. That's awesome.
They're even cheaper right now. At least there's price tags on the shelves at the Targets around me.
Yeah.
I think they've even dropped them to like $80.
For what?
They're not in stock anywhere for like the Iron Man art and Sith art.
Really? Man, I'd love to see that for that price. Like, it just, I saw them everywhere today, but they're not cheap.
So, Hyperactive, are you going to build the 3 different ones, or are you going to do the Ultimate Vader?
That one's tough, right? Because if you have 3, how do you not do the Ultimate Vader?
How do you not do Ahsoka?
Oh, that's true.
That's true too.
Which, did Matthew just order the parts for that, or did he?
So I had given, the heck, where did that go? I had bought I had to get Matthew those 3 sets because he had given me the
For the Iron Man, right?
for the Iron Man. So I had bought him the 3 sets, and then he had to pick up a few pieces. Those are the pieces I drove all over the city on that really shitty day to pick up and stuff. So
I'll be right back. Guys.
but yeah, there's probably about another, I don't know, I don't want to say think he spent around $30 or $40, I think, and then just kind of what we had left over from other sets. But I think if I was to do an ultimate, that's probably the one I'd go after. Because it's just that cool. Or like the Vader, I have the Vader over there, and that's when I changed the to actually have his lightsaber lighting up. And I really like that one too.
Yeah, I like the. I didn't like any of the individual Sith builds except for Maul. So
Yeah.
I just.
Ryan said that's what, or he got the Maryland set today for $80.
There you go.
So the Maryland set's tiles, right?
Yes.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Hyperactive said Ultimate Vader is the plan for that one.
There you go.
Stranger Things, something you can watch on Disney Plus.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix, yeah.
And it's really good.
How many seasons are there?
There are 3 so far, and 4 is going to come out soon.
Yeah, Mike says, when I finally do the art sets, there's only one option to order the brilliant plans for the Deadpool
There you go.
and the required art sets. If only we knew a guy.
Only, yeah. I don't know. I heard the guy who built that. His son builds circles around him.
Yeah,
His son probably built that Deadpool.
yeah.
I've been found. Well, thank you. Mike, I'll just send you the file for it, Mike.
And the tiles and everything you need.
Yeah. Give me the address. I'll send you mine.
You heard it here first.
I would like that scrub from the record. You get what I did there?
Did. All right. I did, Ned. I did. Axel's here. Welcome, buddy. All right. I'm done converting this one. I think I will do the Daily Bugle next. So, yeah.
Always time for the bugle. Hey, Axel, how you doing?
Yes. Too bad. Goodbye, HQ. You're going to take it off the screen, right?
Yeah. So if you guys want to see, I did make up a road plate for it too, and I've got it matched up here to where it can. I've got the little slope tiles here at the front. I actually learned that trick from Mr. Craftsman. He's done that on a couple of his plates because you've got yours like a plate off of your roads as it is now. So you can actually take these slopes, or you can do cheese wedges as well. I like the slopes because it's a smoother transition. So when you got a driveway going on the road, you got a nice little transition down from the sidewalk.
It looks seamless when you put the two there together.
Yep.
It's really nice. And then what's holding them? Just tiles are holding them together?
Nothing right now. I can put Technic pins in if I want to. I probably won't, but no, I didn't even tile them together.
Okay.
You can dance if you want to.
I could leave my friends behind.
Because if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine.
The reason why I don't have any friends.
Mike said, "What's the squeaky sound in the background? Is that someone's chair?" I think somebody's got a bird or something.
Eric's hip.
It's me. It's my hip. If it's me, I think the puppy has a squeak toy.
Oh, there you go.
In the kitchen.
How is the puppy?
Big.
Can we see the puppy, please?
I'm scared to say yes to that. I don't know what he's going to destroy.
Bring him in. Wrecker of worlds.
No, he's doing very well. He just got his last
Shot.
So we'll start getting them. Well, now the weather's not the greatest, but getting them out a little bit more.
Get him socialized.
Yeah, doing some more training with him. But he's doing really well. I am looking forward to when the biting phase stops.
Oh yeah.
I just want to pet my dog.
Are you talking biting from your wife or from your puppy? Because
oh wait, what are we talking about?
She has good reason to bite you, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, everyone does. So it's I'm just kind of done being a chew toy.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't like want to pet my dog.
Was he ever really hyper or no?
In the mornings, but you know, Jen takes him out. He goes for a run and
Yeah.
in the yard and stuff. So
Cool.
he's done really well.
Like me a puppy.
Yeah. Left in my chat. Yes, it is.
It's fun. Nobody cares about you.
How many total pieces is the T-Rex set?
You know, I was just, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it's like massive. It was 3,120.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't thinking that high.
Yeah, neither was I.
Wow.
I'm thinking here, I'm crushing, I'm doing good. And I look back, I'm like, hey,
Whoops.
we got some stuff to get done here.
Wishful thinking, my friend.
Maura's probably going to put in 2 minutes of build time before she comes on and be past me already. So,
She's probably looked quickly and was like, "Oh, okay, I can't let that happen."
yeah. Yeah. No, it's good. I'm kind of jelly now. Like, I don't know. Tanner and I were talking about the road plates and stuff like that. Like, I still haven't even, I never even bought a road plate, like the new road plates yet, to even play with them and look at them. But I guess it's kind of one of those things. If you're going to pull the trigger, you're going to pull the trigger. So,
yep. And that's the part that scares me is it's not just the roads and the buildings. It's, you know, Tanner and I having the amusement parks.
Yep.
That you've got to raise up too, and
that like you could well.
You could say like you lower it, you know, to there. I guess you could get away with doing that.
Yeah.
Instead of building them back up, you can just kind of lower them. I'd love to if I eventually put them on mills too.
Yeah.
The whole gearing system. I'd love to be able to run the gears in the mills plate.
Oh, you totally could. Yeah, and you'd have a lot of support for that. So those shafts could go through the Technic pins and the way you go, like.
It'd make a huge difference.
Yeah. So I don't know. It'd be cool because you could get away with doing some cool stuff and building nice little things into the whole set. Like you could have gears doing like something coming out of a garbage can, even something, you know, like Oscar the Grouch.
Yep. Yeah, and that's where it just becomes what do I want to do, right? Like, because you can't buy everything, so then you have to start deciding.
So I think you should probably start with HQ.
That's partly why I have been looking. Because if I make the switch and start focusing more on the city, then there will be sets that do not become part of the collection. So
yes,
and I'm okay with that to a point.
Well, it's kind of like even what I was thinking the other day, right? Like instead of trying to do everything, even these like I picked up 2 of the battle packs, which is fine, but you know you're looking at them and it's like, it's $20 here, it's $20 there. You know, it starts building out or adding up real quick, like, and then you know a big set comes along that I want. You can't really pull the trigger on it because you've bought all this little stuff. So try not to be such a completionist with everything and pick off what you really, really want.
Yep. Yeah, that I've got to get better at. I'm starting to feel that when it comes to the brickheads. And, you know, it's like, am I just buying some of them just because now?
Yeah, but you could be, like the same thing with Tanner, right? So Tanner does all the brickheads, but he's at a spot where he can't stop now because he's right there. He's got it.
Yep.
So you're very committed to that. So, and the only nice thing about the brickheads is they're what, $13 or something there?
That's true. They're not overly expensive. Any of the double packs have pretty good resale value.
Yeah.
When it comes to if you're just going to try to, you know, sell them at some point.
Yeah.
What I'm excited for when Tanner gets the San Diego Comic-Con brickheads. That I'm excited to see added to the collection.
I am not going to get those. I wanted to get the Boba Fett one from New York City Comic Con, and the price is just. I almost bought it when it was, I think, $100, and now it's like $300, and you just can't. I can't justify that.
No, not on one brickhead. You
Yeah.
know, we're getting a pretty good sized collection of brickheads, and that's in it.
Yeah.
That's one thing. But
Yeah.
that's-
Brian, I do not have all of them. I have probably, I want to say I have 90% of them, but I have none of the exclusive Comic-Con ones. And then I don't have the Joffrey Toys R Us one that nobody has it because it never got made, obviously, but it's still one of the numbered brickheads, oddly enough.
Yep.
But I've got 90% of them, I think.
Really, I thought you'd be a little higher than that.
I'll tell you because I got a spreadsheet, of course.
Weird.
Oh, sorry, never mind. That was an exact percentage that he gave.
I'm a big nerd.
Never mind, I believe you.
Hang on. There are, oh shit. There's 149 of them out right now.
Hey, Britsky. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Brick and Brood.
Hey,
Seth, how you doing, my friend?
yes.
Oh, dear Lord, there's a lot of that. Oh,
Yeah, I got 87% of them. That was very close. I'm missing about 14 of them. And that's all. That's mainly the exclusives. It's the four Lego Movie 2 ones that they totally botched the release of. And then I don't have the Birthday Clown because I don't care for that one. I don't have a couple of the holiday ones that we just never had. And then I haven't gotten the Ginger Tabby and the Cockatiels yet. I'm sure I'll get those for the kids, but I haven't gotten them. But yeah, I've got everything else.
Yeah, so you have more. You have pretty much all of them when it comes to the themed.
Yep. Yeah,
Stuff.
all the pop culture except for the exclusives.
Yeah.
And I almost bought the Lego Movie 2 ones, but those are ones again where you'd buy them and then you wouldn't want to open them, and so what's the point, right? I can do that with my Black Series because I'm not opening any of them, but
what?
Yeah, right.
What? Yeah.
But they're cool. Like I'm looking forward. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
you.
go ahead, buddy.
I'm looking forward to. I've got a bunch of display cases that I haven't put up yet because I'm waiting for walls to go up here. But they're the display cases you put a baseball bat in, right? They were at Michael's here as a craft store. They were on sale, like buy one get one free or something. So
We have Michael's here too.
is it the same Michael's? It's like Mikhail's.
Yeah,
Mikhail's.
yeah, same thing.
I bought 6 of them. I'm gonna need more, obviously, now that I have them. But they're perfect for like Funkos and for brickheads. So I'm looking forward to displaying them all.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? You're not gonna put them in the shelves, or where are you gonna put them?
No, I'll hang them up on the wall.
Okay.
I'll hang up all those display cases because they're nice because they've got glass, so you wouldn't have to dust them and anything.
Yep.
Seth says, "Who else has finished Wisher season 2 already?" I have not. I haven't even finished season 1.
I haven't even started it.
I'm seeing a lot of stuff for it, though. That's for sure. I was surprised because I think we can talk about this in trailers. It's not a movie yet. We're not spoiling anything. But the preview for Morbius was different for Spider-Man than it was in Eternals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had seen that one, but maybe it's just because I watched it online.
Okay. Yeah, I was surprised. I was wondering if it was going to be the same exact trailer.
It looks good. I like how they did. They did the Doors song in that,
Yeah.
which they used that in the Lost Boys movie. You remember that vampire
People are
movie?
strange.
Yeah.
Strange.
And so that I thought that was a nice touch.
Yep.
But I think it looks good. It's
Yeah.
not what I'm going to take the kids to see.
No, it's much darker.
I think it's very, very dark.
Which is interesting. I don't think they're doing it to compete with DC going dark with stuff, but it is. I don't know.
I thought it was fairly dark. When I saw the preview, I was like, ooh, yeah.
I did too. Ethan, he watched it with Eternals, but for Spider-Man, he actually plugged his ears and didn't really look. So it obviously really affected him the first time.
Yeah.
My kids did too. They all turned their heads. They didn't want to watch it.
I just heard him yell down the hall. I heard that.
I wonder what they're going to do with Deadpool now that he's in the MCU. Like, are they going to tone Deadpool way down?
No.
You don't think so?
How can they? I mean, that's what makes Deadpool Deadpool.
That's true.
It's true, but I could see them doing it, though.
Nah. They're going to ramp it up.
Judith Perkins, hello. Welcome.
Hello. Yeah, I would hope they don't.
But yeah, we what all previews did you see? So we had Morbius and Lightyear and what else? Oh, Uncharted, which actually looks really good. I never played that game, but the movie looks really good.
I don't think I had those other two at all. Actually.
I didn't have those other two.
No.
I can't remember. I remember watching. I always watch the previews, and I'm always intent or like intensely watching them and stuff like that. Yeah. And then when the movie is that good, I forget everything about.
That's true.
That happened before it, so
that's true. No, Uncharted looks good. Have you guys heard of that? So,
I've played the game actually a little bit. Like I'm not good at it or anything. I've played it.
So it's Tom Holland. He's playing the main character.
Yes. Actually, yes, it was. Yes.
Uncharted was yeah, it's that actually. Okay, now that you say Tom Holland was in it, they did show that one here.
Okay.
Just did not remember. I'm like, hey, Spider-Man's in that movie.
Nope, never heard of it.
Pretty funny. We're both stupid.
Yeah, I definitely am. What else? They showed the Kingsman.
Yes,
I didn't see that. I have that one.
Very excited for that.
So that's Ralph Fiennes, right? Or Ralph Fiennes, whoever Voldemort.
I can guarantee you it's not Tom Holland.
Are you sure?
Now I'm not.
I am honestly very excited for that. I love that series. It's a King's Man now, though.
I haven't seen one of them. I will have to watch them. I have not seen one.
I'm not familiar with it at all.
So the first one's really good, and the second one they go to America and they have like the same sort of group.
Yeah.
So it's almost like 007 sort of stuff, like it's a secret agency, yada yada yada. The second one they go to America and it's you'll love it. They're at a whiskey place, like it's good.
Yeah, I did see the trailer because I saw it when I went and saw Ghostbusters, but yeah, I have not watched any of them. Parkdale says Doctor Strange trailer. I don't know what you're talking about, Parkdale.
No, we're not. I've never seen anything about that.
Who? So how about the new minifig child legs that come in the Home Alone set? I know they're not in this Ferris wheel set.
You're talking about the mid legs, the ones that actually move? Yeah, they've been out for a little while, and I love them. They're perfect.
Yeah, I wish they would go to those all the time now.
I don't know why they don't. to be honest, because it's the same height, I think, as the.
I think it's a little bit bigger, isn't it?
Is it? Are they?
I thought it was, but I could be wrong.
No, but I feel like I've never seen them before prior to the.
They were in. I know they were in Series 21 CMFs because the pug has them.
Really?
He has the mid legs. Yep, and
That's the other thing I spent 2 minutes on doing that today while you said that. The minifigs, they also had the minifigs at Mastermind.
but you avoided them like the plague, right?
I sure did, yeah.
Good job. I know.
Always
Is
wanted
Brick and
that.
Brood here still? Brick and Brood bought a box. I was asking him if he's cranked
Did
them
he
open yet, and
Did you
got
get almost a set out of them?
I don't know.
I'm
I
not
know
bitter
when
about
I
it.
asked him, he
I'm over it.
he hadn't cracked them yet.
Yeah, he showed me the box he had got too, and I was like, oof, buddy, I hope you get 3 because I sure didn't.
I like a lot of the figs in it, but it's not one I got to have them all.
Chili pepper, that's the only one I want.
I want the raccoon and the chili pepper.
The raccoon too, yeah. Chili pepper is the most one, and it should be the easiest one to find, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm still at the COVID unsecure about feeling up
Feeling up
packages
bags.
sort of thing, and
Yeah,
so I just
I'm
left
not.
it. Yeah.
Like I get right in there.
Cosmo Candy's here. Welcome.
Hello, Cosmo. How are you?
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to when you said about how to go about looking for all the what if minifigs. Because I've kind of would feel them up a little bit at Target.
Yeah.
But I think I have, I don't know. I have 3, I think Spider-Man or Spider-Strange, whatever he's called.
Yeah.
I swear on each one of them I thought it was someone else. I don't know why. There's not distinctive enough parts in them
It's
to
just
that.
the web, man. You
I
gotta
know.
get the web.
I know. So I did not do very well.
I'll tell you.
You
that
didn't do
one's
very
tough
well.
because
I know
there's
right
like-
here.
That one's tough because there's 4 shields in it. So like you can't feel for a shield.
I think twice I thought I was going to get Wanda and I didn't.
Here's my not very well.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That should never be allowed to happen.
So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, that should never be allowed to happen.
6 there, and then I've got 6 Wandas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 of the female Loki and the Gator.
Yep.
And you got no Star-Lord or you got 0 Star-Lord, right?
Star-Lord and Loki were the 2 that I got 0 of.
That's stupid.
Yeah, that just should never be possible.
Yeah, so and 4, what was the other? 3, 2 of the Captain America zombie. Yeah, that was 3 Glamoras. So yeah, that was the worst ever. But that's what turned me off. I thought, you know what? If it's a series I really, 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 really want, like the Muppet stuff or whatever,
Muppets, yeah.
I'll probably still go with the box of the Muppets. But that one stung.
But yeah, it makes you think twice now, right? Because it's not a surefire thing anymore.
Nope. Far from it.
So do you guys think that we got some people talking about the hockey impacts and the pandemic, but do you think they're gonna halt the season?
Well, Montreal last week, 2 hours before the game, told everybody not to come to the game. Hey, Matthew's here.
Hey, man.
Matthew, we haven't had your question here in about 10 minutes, so you should probably ask it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's looking more and more like it could be a thing.
I know they like here they went back down to 50% capacity in the arenas or something. Like they restricted capacity again. But yeah, it's scary.
It's not the arenas though.
NBA.
That's the crazy part. Like it's the teams.
Yeah.
Because these guys they're not going home when they like they're going out to the bars and stuff. They're kids, man. So
but they're all vaccinated and they all get tested out the wazoo. So it's like it's nuts.
yeah, but look how so here's the issue is that they all get tested and stuff like that, but they're all in the same locker room.
True.
They're all in the same shower. Oh, you're out of here, Aspen? We'll talk to you later.
Take care, Aspen.
Yeah, happy to
Matthew says, hello, what's everybody in chat building? So they're very much where the problem is in the dressing rooms. It's not. So you think like even when they the other day when they said, I can't remember who was the first Oiler to go out. Well, Tippett, the coach, right? So he goes down with it, and then it was player. I think we got 4 guys out now, and we're all big guys that are out. But that whole room's going to be affected at some point.
Yeah.
Just a matter of time.
Yeah,
The Olympics aren't going to happen, that's for sure.
Yeah, the Rangers have been lucky; they haven't had any, problems with that yet. But now they've got another player that's sitting out for suspected COVID reasons, and I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, it's only a matter of time before everybody's affected because not only those guys are in the same dressing room, they're on the same ice surface either. They're hitting each other and they're touching each other and sweat. I mean, it's just bound to happen.
Cosmo says, getting our city ready for the next modular building. There you go.
Nice.
Is there a new modular coming out?
Yeah, right? What?
Yeah,
What?
Speaking of that, do you have ideas, Tanner, where you're going to put it?
I don't. I'm still thinking about it. Like I said, I might, one of my Chinese New Year sets that's on there might get the shelf treatment. I might be just kind of rearranging everything, but I'm thinking right now that I want it up front. I want to be able to see it and not bury it like at the back of my city because I think it's beautiful. I'm thinking I'm going to put it right next to Palace Cinema. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, nice colors would blend well.
Yeah.
The roofs will be interesting though, with the green and the.
Yeah. But I don't know. I'm sure I will. It looks like it's a very difficult one to place, so I'm sure I'm gonna try a couple of different things.
I feel like they designed it specifically that way to go next to the police station because of the complaints last year this year about placing that and missing out on seeing the billboard.
Yeah.
And I don't know where I'm going to put mine either. We were talking earlier about the Bricklink designer program. The bowling alley becomes a tough one to place too. Really difficult.
Once you get that figured out, though, that thing's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to throw a wrench in mine too when I get that. Now did you get Venetian houses too?
Yeah.
So you're going to have to, you're going to put that in the city, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, we'll go in there. I think I'll put it near, because eventually the city will be, it's going to be moving, so it's going to change up a little bit.
Okay.
But since Tower Bridge and the Big Ben set have that water near it, it probably makes sense to keep them close to that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to get rid of my parking lot. While it was fun to have it before and to see it, it's just a waste of space, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I can kind of do what I did for where I always say that the employees park, you just have this one base plate that leads off to an imaginary parking lot and call it a day.
Do underground parking.
Yeah. So we'll get rid of that, and that will free up a little bit of space. But why did I put the same color? This is weird. they want you to put the same color cars right next to each other.
Why?
I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the right way to do it, right? Like, I don't think I've ever seen a theme park ride that has the colors next to each other.
DCL says, is everybody going to add a diagonal street? Yeah.
If you had the real estate, it'd be cool.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I don't know. I just the sight lines on it are kind of weird. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love that they mix up the techniques that they put into them every year. It's going to be one. It felt like the last few have been really tough to place.
Yeah.
You know what it kind of reminds me of?
What's that?
Vegas.
Yeah, I agree.
It reminds me of a corner building in Vegas because that's how they do in Vegas. They have this. It almost looks like just a very wide open corner because the building comes out and then the escalator comes right down there, sort of thing. So I don't know.
Are you going to leave the palm tree in yours, Tanner?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
See, I'm thinking I'm going to remove mine.
I'm not going to keep mine in. I don't think either.
I think it makes sense that it's a decorative piece. I don't know. It just throws off. I don't know. Maybe once I set it in place and I see it, then I'll be like, oh yeah, no, I want to keep it. But my initial thought is not including it.
No way, huh? Interesting. Yeah. No, I like it. I
might do a different tree there.
Really?
Yeah. We'll see.
But it could be something that I finally warm up to. I had not that same opinion, but it took me a while to warm up to the downtown diner.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice set. I probably should have never had that opinion on it, but
it's a gorgeous. I love that set.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
So it's probably just one of those that by the time I really get it and look at it, I'll change my mind. But.
Yeah, Mike says Miami. Yeah, it's like the palm tree throws it to Miami for sure.
I think the only saving grace for that is I think it's in a pot, right? So
yeah, it is.
Yeah, so but still, I don't know. But it is interesting to see some of the stuff they've done with them, right? Like, so the bookshop turned the city into autumn.
Yep.
The police station was tough to place in the city, and now this one makes it a little bit more difficult too.
Matthew says, nice festive background, Eric.
Thank you very much. I am a big fan of Easter.
Oh, man.
Oh, I employ only the simplest folk here.
Where is that jumper plate? I wonder if I took the jumper off there.
Bend over and I'll show you.
Oh, buddy.
Got it.
You got me.
Got it good.
Did I? I must have taken that jumper off there.
Speaking of that, Tanner, I think you should show off some of your recent work too.
Yes.
Which work? Oh, are you talking about the habitats?
Yeah.
I am starting to post those. So the first one I'll post tomorrow, and I kind of want to keep it. I want to keep it a little. And I've taken all the minifigures out of them, so I can return them to their rightful homes and owners. Yeah. So I can't show them off now. The only one I could show off is Cousin Eddie, and that one I kind of want to be a surprise because it's my favorite one.
No, definitely. No, I agree. You should definitely not show them.
So yeah, I'll be posting the first one tomorrow, and then one every day up until Christmas, and then I'll post all of them. But I'm pretty excited.
They're epic.
Yeah,
I like how they turned out.
Yeah, you really should be. They're amazing.
Well, thank you. And it's something I highly encourage anybody that wants to like screw around. They're not part intensive. So like I'm talking about habitats. It's the 8x8 little half of a square for minifigures, and you can make them as detailed as you want to. It's something, Eric, you could get your kids into it. I mean, it brings out the creativity in you. It brings out the problem solving, for getting detail into a very small space. But I had a lot of fun with it, and I think anybody that tries it that I've talked to has had a lot of fun with it too.
It's amazing to hear you say it's not parts intensive, which you're right, it's not. You know, they're relatively small, but
Right.
I think the amount of detail that gets put in them and the amount that you've done does make it look parts intensive. Like it does make it look like you've got to have a decent amount of stuff to go through.
Yeah, and there's a guy who, I think I talked about him last time. There's a guy who does them like very consistently. He's done a ton of awesome ones for Spider-Man No Way Home, and no spoilers on him, just stuff that you see in the previews. He's done a ton of awesome Marvel ones, and this guy, like, just the detail that he throws in these things it makes mine look like child's play. Like, he just stuffs them full of detail, and he must have a ton of parts because it's pretty epic. My bricks and me is here. Hello, Gina. Welcome.
Hello, Gina.
Yeah, I must have taken the jumper out of this. I'm gonna go get one. Crazy.
The struggle is real here. I'm struggling with just simple
seriously.
parts right now. There's that one. I'm gonna have to get some caffeine in me here soon. Wake up. I think the thing I like about his the most is how he stacked them.
Yeah,
Like-
for sure.
The display, because that's always my thing, is that I'm always into trying to figure out how I can get as much stuff in as little a space as possible. And that's exactly what these little vignette sort of things do, right? They give you a nice little scene, and you don't need a ton of real estate for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, you're right. The stacking aspect of it is something that's just like, yeah, it's unreal.
It sets it off. Like, you see one of them, it's cool. You see two, very cool. You see 10, very neat.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I found my jumper. It was actually what I had moved it out onto the road plate because it's what the little fire hydrant goes on. So.
Seth says, Kevin, that gate has a bunch of Easter eggs in the scenes from the movie. Did you see the Easter egg in the T-Rex? I did. And I can't remember what the hell it is now.
That's
The
something.
frog. It was the frog. Right?
That's something I'd love to do more. Is some more display stuff. Like both of you guys do some really good display things for your sets, and it would be nice to kind of tag along on that.
Yeah. Mike says, like, Bro Thor only smaller. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what they are. Even the Bro Thor set. If you take that Bro Thor set and you built a whole bunch of little scenes in that same size as that Bro Thor set, like, you could stack 6 sets up there and have just a nice little display of, like, this was the scene from this movie. This was in that, there's a lot you can do with it.
Yep.
Get very creative with it. I actually have an idea. I don't know, it came to me last night when I was sleeping, but something I'm going to do with the Batmobile stuff, like my Batman stuff, is displayed a little different. And I'm basically going to it's going to be in a pack system still. And I'm going to have the Tumbler and the 89 Batmobile down low. The Batwing will be on the back wall on the moon. And then on the sides, I'm going to do every one of the little Batmobiles. So I'll have the 66, I'll have and all the Batmobiles coming up the side sort of thing. So it's just going to be almost like, and then I could have the small Batwing, all that sort of stuff up the side. So it's everything Batman in a one pack system.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Or in one pack's cabinet. So Matthew asked what Tanner's building. He's doing Mills plates for his city right now.
Yeah, I'm converting the Daily Bugle to a Mills plate.
Bugle. I did that with mine, with my big build, just for ease of moving it. And then I ended up converting the that one, the Avengers Tower, as well.
Yep.
all because of Andrew, pretty much. Like Andrew's the one that I was busting his balls the whole time on it, right? Like, Andrew, how much is it? Andrew, how much is it? Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie to anybody. Mills plates are not cheap.
No,
Like,
they are not.
but the one time that you drop a set or you like when I go grab something that's on a Mills plate now, you can carry it wherever you want, and you don't have to really worry about anything unless you
Well,
try.
yeah, this one in particular, right? The Daily Bugle is
Yep.
so fragile.
Yep.
I remember the day we built it live, I was carrying it and I almost dropped it then. I
Yep.
was transferring it over.
Yes, sir. You've had a few near misses there.
I have.
All caught on tape. I
Yeah.
did that the other day. Actually, it was on a Mills plate. It was my gunship, or not the rubricable, but can't remember who. Not the actual Lego set. What's that?
Republic Bricks, right?
The which one?
Republic Bricks, right? I think it
It
was.
might be the Republic Bricks, or was it the other one? Matthew will remember. I can't remember. But the Mills plate's totally fine. Like the landing pad's totally fine, but the ship is built so crappy that it actually blew apart when I was setting it. Brick vault. There it is. Thanks,
Oh,
Matthew.
her fault. Yeah.
The ship collapsed again because just the way that the bottom of the ship actually connects.
Yeah.
It's maybe tacked on with like 4 or 5 studs that hold that whole thing on, and I've got it elevated and sitting off with on clear panels. So put that set together a couple times now. Getting good at it. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Day we built it, Andrew was bebopping and scatting, carrying it one-handed, throwing it up and down. He was.
Then he damn near dropped it.
He did. He was showing off for sure. Copper said he went to move the bugle, held it by the second floor, and the whole first floor fell off it. Oh.
You know what's worse than that, Copper? Putting it in Matthew's car. That's worse.
I had a near miss with the Home Alone set.
Really?
Yeah, picking it up and moving it, and the first floor dropped, but I was luckily still over the table.
So I gotta ask you,
I was just gonna do the same thing.
how much time is the build taking with the stop motion doing that?
It's killing me.
Yeah. It looks great though. I mean, it looks awesome.
I was able to actually get 2 done last night, so I don't have to do one now.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, we still have 20 through 24 to build.
I just can't imagine the editing on that's got to be so difficult because you're putting a step on and then you're coming back and then putting a step on and then right. And are you just taking a picture every time and then stitching them together?
I'm taking a picture and stitching them together, and that by far was the quickest way to do it for me, because early on I would record and then I would splice and chop up the video a little bit.
Yeah.
And that would take me 2 hours just to get the build part of the video done. So I had
and you're rotating, and I'm sure you're taking multiple pictures while you rotate it a bit and all that stuff. It's cool though. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
I'm
Hey,
trying to get a
Jessica.
little fancier with them, and then sometimes I just I have to stop doing that because once you start getting into like 280 photos, I think the stop motion goes a little too quick.
Right.
Because I don't want them to be longer than 30. I want them to be around 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So
that's a difficult thing that a lot of people don't actually understand about a lot of the videos and stuff we put up here. And Eric and I have been talking and stuff, and him and I are going to get together a little bit later and talk about
doing things better.
doing things a little different because it's not even better. It's just I found a couple like tricks when I was doing a whole bunch of when I started getting into like the stop, or not the stop motion, but the time lapse.
Yeah.
And I tend to find that where my biggest problem lived was actually in one of the best design programs to use. So Apple gives you really good stuff to edit and all that stuff, but when it comes to when you do all your editing in the Apple and you send it to YouTube, it takes bloody forever. Like, I remember I made a 10-minute video one time when I was first getting started, and 5 hours later, it was just getting done rendering. Like, it's just gross. So I found a few tips and tricks to kind of streamline it and stuff like that. And granted, if I spent a little bit more time editing, my videos would be a lot better, but they're good enough for what I'm trying to get across. So
Yeah.
And there'll be more of that in the new year. I think I'm going to do a lot more. Just kind of little review bids and all that good jazz.
It ends up being a lot. So,
it's a lot.
Right now it's, you have the time to build. And since I haven't been able to do them till late at night, no one else in the family has done a build since maybe day 8 or 9.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can get them to maybe we can get all of it done tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just have to kind of edit them during the week. But yeah, so with taking photos, you have the time for the build. So let's just say that's an hour tops. They're not. I mean, it's not.
You're just pumping a bag out, right?
Yeah, it's not that many parts per bag. Bag 18 seemed a little much, but that's just because of all the slopes.
24 is, I think, 3 or 4 bags, isn't it?
It's 2 or 3, yeah.
2 or 3. Yeah. One of the end ones, I think the last couple end ones have multiples to them.
Yeah. So and then uploading, I then take the photos and add them back to the Mac. I don't do it on my phone because I can adjust the time quicker.
I'm sorry, real quick, Kevin, can you let somebody in the room?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Sorry, go ahead, Eric.
Allowed out of jail.
There she is.
No
Classing up the joint.
I haven't got very far.
I mean, you have a full animal.
Yeah.
You are an animal.
I have a headless dinosaur attacking a
A
house.
bit of a butt problem there too. It looks like. Give him a minute. He'll be probably further ahead than me.
Sorry, Eric.
Yeah, we were wondering if you were going to speed build some quickly before you signed on, so you could be ahead of them.
I did think about it.
There it is.
So yeah, and then by taking the photos and putting them on the computer, because I can speed them up quicker, that's a really short process. It's probably from getting them off the phone into the iMovie and then back on the phone. It's probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes at most.
Okay.
And then it's just splicing and editing all the recap and the box intro stuff. But the nice thing is I already have all that stuff set up, and it's just putting in the new clip in its place.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, no, there were a lot of, I'd say the majority of nights I'm up till 2:30, 3:30 in the morning finishing those videos up.
Is it worth it? I mean,
Ask me in a week.
Okay. You've seen some really nice growth because of it, right?
Yeah. I think there's definitely he's admitted to that already, that he's it's doing well. Quite. I think you even said better than you thought it was going to do, right? Like
way better than I thought it would do. Plus, since I forgot and posted everything on December 2nd and not even on the 1st, so maybe I had an advantage there.
So, welcome, Maura.
yes.
Planet Brick Girl is here. Matthew says now the party starts. He's absolutely right
Absolutely.
about that.
One of our great buddies. How was all of your daily adventures today?
They were an adventure. So this morning we went into the city to decorate cookies at the American Girl store.
Oh yeah.
which was nice. It was a little crowded, but you know, first time my kids really been out of the house in like a week and a half. So, but we just went out now to get some rain gear.
If you're expecting
Because,
rain
For your
Our
trip.
trip,
Yep.
yes, every day.
every day.
But I managed to snag a reservation for all of us on Christmas.
So wait,
Which I
you're
think
telling me it's going
a
to
meal.
rain in Southern California every day?
It is
That's insane.
just my luck.
Yeah. That's
Wow.
really, I
Weatherman.
mean, truth be told, that's really unusual.
It
Yeah,
is
but
very
that's
unusual.
Weatherman saying that it might not happen.
So we went to go get my husband some like waterproof shoes, Molly some rain boots because we managed to make it through without getting her rain boots this year. And I have rain boots, so I'm good. But
When do you leave?
Tuesday.
Very much.
Very exciting.
I am really excited, and the fact that we managed to get a reservation to eat on Christmas, which when we didn't have one, is actually quite nice. So
There you go.
It is McDonald's, but I mean, food is food.
it's actually a really exciting special Christmas character buffet dinner.
Oh,
What?
That's awesome.
Yes, I'm
Is it
really
like the Silence
excited.
of the Lambs one in Cable Guy?
No,
Or the
so
medieval
I
times?
just-
That's what it was.
I just hope that everything stays status quo until December 26th, and then they can do whatever they want.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure they will. But I think there's probably another shutdown coming.
I'm getting ready. So, but yeah, how are y'all doing?
Great.
Eric's been doing stuff here and things.
Doing stuff.
Many of us,
Medieval times, yeah, Mike. Medieval times. Yes. Silence of the Lambs.
Eric and I both saw a movie today.
I
Mhm.
see that tomorrow.
Excellent. You will
Yes.
love it. You will
I see it tomorrow
excited.
too.
for the
Didn't
second.
you already see it?
Yes.
You're going again.
I'm taking Aiden tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So pretty excited about that.
So you'll have to go back and rewind the stream. We gave the whole synopsis of the movie. We told
Yeah.
everybody all about it.
I can't believe that Batman shows up there.
I know, it's
ridiculous.
crazy.
Yeah.
Batman. Does
Yeah.
Robin come too?
Well, I'm not giving everything away, but yes.
Right. It's seriousness. It's amazing. You will love it.
It is now my favorite.
Did you have lots of clapping and cheering and things? I hear the movie
We
theaters
did.
have been
There
loud.
was a moment that everyone in the theater got pretty excited about, including
Yeah.
myself. And then my son whispered and was like, "What's that?" And I had to explain to him what it was. But
Am I gonna understand what it is?
yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay.
I think
Well, they're a Marvel house. They don't really watch a lot of DC stuff, so that's why he didn't know what was going on.
Oh, so I gotta brush up on all my DC stuff before I go see the Marvel movie, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Sounds good.
Tomorrow she's watching the movie and she's like, "What are these idiots talking about?"
I don't think so. No, we I mean, not that we wouldn't have gone to see it, but like to try to get it in before we leave. But
Well, I think it's
my
crucial.
my husband's parents are staying out there, so we wouldn't have a babysitter
Yeah.
when we came back. So we had to get it in now.
Well, it's one of those things that, like I said to my buddy, was going to it the other day, and I'm like, just get to it. Just stay off all social media. Don't go on anything.
I know that's why we're also going, because I don't know how much longer we can avoid reading things.
Yeah, they did a very good job of keeping everything under wraps, and I thought they did a perfect job of it actually. But yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty schleck.
Exciting.
Kind of seems like people are taking joy into trying to spoil it on other people.
Yeah, that happens.
That's not nice.
people like to watch the world burn. You know.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
You have watched
Usually that's jewel robbers in the jungle, but some people just like to watch the world burn.
You didn't see the last one, Snowlita? That's sad. You need to go watch it. It's really good. He's really good. And if you also really want to watch something cool, you need to go watch him on Hot Ones, the YouTube show.
Is that a skin?
Does no one know what the Hot Ones show is?
Yes, I do.
He was on it at some point in the last year, and I was dying laughing.
Who's he?
The Spider-Man dude whose name is escaping me right now.
Tom Holland. Do you know he's in another movie?
Yes. He's in a lot of movies.
We had to tell Tanner all about it.
Yeah.
Sure
So
did.
we're talking about what movies were in the previews at Spider-Man, and Eric and I are kind of in agreement. I'm like, no, I don't think that one was there. And then, Mark Wahlberg's in that one too.
Yeah.
But it looks really good. And
They played a
that's the
preview for
Uncharted one.
Uncharted.
So
The video game?
Yeah.
yeah,
They made it in a movie?
they
they
did.
did.
Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland. So we're like, Eric and I are like, yeah, we didn't see that. And so then he goes, yeah, so Tom Holland's in that movie. And both Eric and I at the same time were like, oh, no, wait, that one was. We didn't see it.
We did see it.
Right. I feel like Uncharted is one of those, one of the games I used to actually watch my husband play because I liked the story.
It's very cool, yeah.
So I that's probably why that's sticking out. Is that the one where he's like an adventurer?
Yes.
They're looking for a
Yeah.
treasure.
Okay. Yeah.
It reminds me of like National Treasure. a lot.
Yes, exactly. Because we were talking about that with my buddy at work. Because my buddy at work says, "Have you seen the Rara Rasputin Kingsman?"
Ooh, I want to see that.
Yeah, you got to watch the preview because I've seen the previews, like the normal Kingsman's previews.
Yeah.
But they did a Rasputin preview,
Oh.
and it's really good. Yeah. So now I'm excited to see that. I was already excited to see it because I like that series too. It's the same thing with that. It's almost like a Bond or like a secret society sort of thing. And
Yeah, I like Kingsman. There was a weird preview when I went to see. What was the last movie I would have gone to see?
Ghostbusters, maybe?
Yeah, Ghostbusters. It was a weird preview for a movie, and I was like, that doesn't look good. What was it? I wanted it to be good, but it just looked atrocious. It'll come to me.
Rasputin.
Tomb Raider, but male. I could see that.
For Uncharted, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys explained it because I know what you're talking about, but there might be some people here that don't know what you're talking about. So I'm glad you explained it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
How old was the video game?
It's fairly new.
Oh, okay.
Uncharted?
Yeah.
No, it's got to be at least
No.
10 years.
Yeah, it's old, Tanner.
Really?
Yeah, I'll look it up. It's old.
Jeez, Tanner, do you even game? Do you even game here?
I don't. I do not.
It's a series of action adventure games. The first one came out in 2007,
Wow.
and then Uncharted 2 was 2009.
So that was like
Uncharted
just last year.
3, 2011. There was a new one on PlayStation 4 in 2016.
There you go. That's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, me too.
But seriously, that is the one I'm thinking of. I guess I didn't realize it was a game before that PS4 version came out.
There were 3 of them.
That is crazy. I do not even game, bro, apparently.
I don't. I just usually, I mean, I do a little, but I usually just watch. I used to watch my husband game all the time. I have not gamed as much now that I built Lego. I can't do both.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Copper says Tanner's thinking in geological time. That's what it is.
Oh, my favorite character right here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ian Malcolm?
Chris
Is that who
Pratt.
you're building?
What's that?
Are you building Malcolm? Goldblum?
Did you just say Chris Pratt? I
Oh,
mean, he's
you
nice
got
to look at, but he wouldn't be my favorite.
Newman?
Newman.
You didn't say the magic word.
I just built his computer station, so
Nice. Well, we were talking about that the last time. I love the little vignettes that they do in there, but it's a shame that you never see them because it's
yeah, I love his hoodie, man. He's got the Jurassic Park hoodie on for
oh
crying
yeah,
out
and
loud.
he's got the spit on his face on the reverse.
Yeah.
I like the Malcolm. I like that they did the shirt off Goldblum,
This one here, yeah,
the sexy Goldblum with his shirt.
the shirt is unbuttoned.
Yep.
Yeah. Eric, are you done building?
I did. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he's
here's
just
another-
chilling.
This wasn't a large set. This was smaller. I probably should have grabbed it.
Oh wait, and I just realized you're
Chris,
totally in
how
a
you
different
doing?
spot in your house.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. We have some moving going on downstairs, so I was kicked out. For lack
True
of,
story is Eric peed on the carpet, and now he has to go upstairs.
well,
Princess is
that
here.
doesn't change the fact that there is some moving going on. Might have been an unfortunate, I don't know.
Drive-by peeing.
Hello, Brick Princess. Welcome.
New York. Hello.
Unique New York.
Unique New York.
Red leather, yellow leather.
Oh, good.
What is that from again? I'm totally blanking.
Anchorman.
Anchorman, yeah.
Or he's
I'm
doing
gonna
a
shoot you in the back of the head with a BB gun when you're not looking.
Oh yes. I'm
I
gonna.
forgot how much I hated. Oh god.
Sorry.
I forgot how much I hated all these browns.
Yeah, that's what
Nah.
Kevin's talking about.
Yeah, it's not
Awful.
nice.
And
We're
my
gonna build some
iPad,
out, Biggie, or what?
my iPad's dead, so I'm using the book, which is making it harder too.
Mike says the wife moved me to my shed. Nice. I just cleaned it.
Is that your
Oh.
fireplace?
It is.
Oh, I love brick fireplaces.
Yeah. My wife actually hates it.
Really? Why?
Yeah, she wants to go over the top. Maybe put stone or something.
Really?
Does it not fit?
No, she just doesn't like that color of brick. She'd be okay like if we whitewashed it,
Oh yeah.
but yeah, she's just not a big brick fan. Literally and figuratively.
Death yes, I did finish the AT-AT.
And it is massive.
It is massive. I got it over. I haven't started working on that scene. That'll be a project later,
Are
obviously.
you millsing right now?
I am.
Mm.
So Tanner, did you watch the new video on how to actually take apart your AT-AT?
No, I didn't. It's funny though how controversial
it.
that is.
Is that
Yeah, I
seriously a
love
thing? Like,
Yeah, Lego put out a video because to
People are dumb?
rebut the whole
Yeah, they went full 9-year-old, and we're like, you know what? No, you can take it apart. I'm gonna show you.
we're gonna show you how dumb you are.
Basically,
You're
yes.
welcome. Like,
Basically, what they did.
I guess anything to bitch about something.
Like, we're not dumb. You're dumb.
I've been watching the show A Good Place again. I'm almost done with it.
Oh, so good.
Oh my gosh, I love that show.
And I actually haven't finished it yet. I need to. I'm halfway through season 4.
And I know there's a lot of shows I need to watch. I need to watch Yellowstone, but it's one that we just put on when it's bedtime because we've seen it before, right? So you only have to pay attention to it. But oh my, if you guys haven't seen A Good Place, you would need to check it out because it is hilarious.
I will look into it.
Is that
It
with,
is.
what's her name?
Kristen Bell.
Yes.
Yes. And I love her. And then it's Ted Danson as well, and he's excellent in it also.
Yeah, it's really good. I just finished my rewatch of The Witcher to be prepared to watch the next season.
People were talking about that earlier, that I think Seth said he's already watched it all.
Oh my gosh. Well, I told my husband wanted to start it yesterday, but I'm like, no, I need to rewatch. And I'm actually happy I rewatched. And in my rewatch, I paid a little more attention. And I'm not going to spoil it for people who haven't seen the first season, but there is a little bit of a confusing thing that happens, that if you had paid attention in the first episode, you would understand what is happening in the rest of the show.
Oh, really?
I missed this, this 2-line sequence that if I had heard it, it would have clued me in to something that would have made it, all of the rest of it make sense.
I mess up all the time.
And it didn't like ruin the show, but it would have hurt my brain less too.
Right.
Basically. But I loved it more the second time I watched it, and I really paid attention to stuff, and I'm really excited for.
That's one I need to watch over. I'm gonna watch that one over my break.
You need to just pay attention in the first episode to all of the words that they say.
We started it, and it was just really tough I don't know, it was confusing, and Angie didn't really get into it, so we just kind of stopped.
Well, I would say from watching it, it's confusing because maybe you, like me, missed the important line that would have unconfused you slightly.
Could be.
My issue is I always want to build Lego while I'm watching stuff like that.
You can't with that show.
I miss so much stuff. That's why I haven't watched, what's the other one? The subtitle ones.
The Korean one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched that either.
Squid Game?
Yeah, that
really
one.
Good.
Yeah, I watched, I think, the first 20 minutes of it and just really, was pushing myself to watch that much of it.
Yeah.
It's good.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a stab, but I don't know. I just haven't done it yet.
Tanner would be proud. I think I'm up to episode 14 of season 2 of Clone Wars.
You didn't just skip right ahead to 7.
Right up to 7,
didn't.
hey?
I didn't. However, I was watching it while I was doing one of the Home Alone videos and realized I did not watch a whole episode and a half.
Yeah.
I had no idea what was going on. So.
Uh-oh.
I was like, it doesn't matter. It's not good till season 7 anyway, so
Get out of here.
Yeah.
I didn't have to pick up on what I missed out on.
All
All right, I'm going to go grab another Lego set. I'll be right back.
Sure.
right. I got a couple of leftover tiles here, and I'm not supposed to.
Take it all apart. If you're wondering, Tanner,
What are you building on top?
What's that?
Oh, you're just trying to figure out where the tiles were because you have to pick it up and move it. Got it. Okay.
Transfer.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Edmonton's already losing, so that's a good thing.
Who are they playing tonight?
The Kraken,
Oh,
the team they can't beat.
I was gonna say that's like their team,
They're
their
kryptonite.
nemesis. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make
Actually-
excuses for them, but if they had, so they got Keith, Nugent, Hopkins, Shore, McLeod, Pugliarvi, and Tippett are all out.
Keith can just stay out.
He's good.
I hate him. Oh, I don't.
Isn't like everyone out now?
Yeah, well, that's who's out for our team right now.
Okay, this is hard to place the stuff in here when it's all built. I probably shouldn't have done that.
I wouldn't have.
Shouldn't have put the walls back on before I placed the crap back inside.
You got to knock the walls down before you can build them back up.
This guy.
It's just life.
What bag are you on, Kevin?
11?
Okay.
Yeah, it slows down a little bit getting into the just the base down here. There's a lot of little stuff going on.
Matthew says, "Go sports."
Yeah.
Go sports. I actually finally got to enjoy watching a basketball game again today. That was nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, destroyed the other team.
Nice.
I think
Uh-oh.
my
I hear
college team
footsteps.
even won in basketball.
Your team won?
Yeah, my alma mater did, which they're
Hmm.
terrible this year. So it's always surprising.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a weird. I think New Year's, like after New Year's, I think we're gonna see a lot more restrictions and stuff happening.
Yeah, I agree. Especially because of, everybody's gonna like see all their families and whatnot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, most people are even saying like they came out with restrictions and all that good jazz here, but then they're like, most people are just like they're not going to follow it. They're just going to do whatever they do. And
Sorry.
I'd be
She
sorry.
came to say goodnight.
all good. We got a look at some custom Titanic model there at Easy's house.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pretty cool set.
Oh, I should bring over the thing she made, actually. Yeah, I'll
What
get
should
it
you
in
Darth
just-
Vader involved.
a bit. No.
Or Falcon.
But no, her Falcon's in the basement. I don't know what she wants to call this, but she keeps calling Han Solo an alien in the thing she created. So I just wish I wasn't so stuck on like directions and making it look nice. To actually just be able to build like that.
Yeah.
Seth says, "You think this cold would bring the cases down?" Yeah, we're bloody cold here. The other day, I think it was with the wind chill 42 below zero.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's not that cold here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it never will be, but it's not. We haven't really gotten the winter cold.
Hello, Carol Harper.
Hello.
Yeah, it got, I forget what day it was. I think it was Thursday. It was like 70 here. And then
Yeah, that was us on Wednesday, I think, before all the storms came through again.
yeah. And then the next day it was friggin' icy again.
Yeah. Well, we had pouring rain, and then it froze real quick. And then it poured again and froze. Like people were skating in the streets, like full on skating. Minus 42 Celsius. Yes, Axel.
Seth, that's a really good deal if that's complete.
Yeah,
even if it's half
it might
built.
be missing some parts. I saw that one, but it's partially built. Scoop it if possible. But Seth, if it's the one that's in Camrose or somewhere, don't. It's just a scam. For some person who likes to scam here, they put up the ads, they take a deposit, and then they disappear.
That's why you always use a thing that you can get a refund on.
Yeah. Oh, good. It's 2-0.
What do we got?
That. Oh.
Eric brought something back. I can't tell what it is.
I'll pick up where Ethan and I left off on the NES.
Oh, I was going to say, the NES, when you turn it around, I got it.
Yeah. So speaking of like false ads,
yeah.
Did I share with you guys a few weeks ago about the orange Porsche that was on Macari?
No.
Somebody had it for like $500, maybe a little less, maybe $450, and they were claiming that it was new, sealed in box. And I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting. It was $530. I was like, wow, that's really interesting because that's a set that sells for $750.
Right.
I was watching it for a couple days, and then I saw another post on Macari further down the list, and it was the same set. The only difference is this wasn't sealed brand new. It was built. So somebody had taken pictures of the box from the other for the used complete, took pictures of the box and then posted their own ad that it was new, sealed in box. And the only thing you could tell is like there was a little portion of the car like off to the side of the picture that you could just barely see.
What a jackass.
Yeah, 100%.
But Macari will give you your money back. They're pretty good. I mean, it takes a while, but they're pretty good about that kind of thing, right?
I don't know. I've never purchased anything from Macari. I know Tanner has.
Yeah, I haven't had to get a refund, so I don't.
Yeah, most of the stuff on there is pretty legit, I think.
Because I've sold stuff on Macari, and I feel like I actually don't get paid. The money is like held in something until the person receives it, and they have to mark it complete or something. So like if they say that I didn't ship whatever, that's why I always take pictures of what I would send before, so they can't be like, oh, you didn't send me what you're supposed to, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think they like hold the money until it's, they the person gets it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm going to start using like Macari for local pickup and post some things on Facebook.
Yeah.
Start to unload my basement.
So in the States, you guys have, you have Marketplace, right? On
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace around here, a lot of people use that because it's, I don't know, it's a little bit easier. We have that, like we have our Kijiji or whatever. And when people get on Kijiji, they get stupid. Like,
No, we don't have that.
you'll have someone message you and like, oh, still for sale? What's your lowest price? It says my lowest price. Okay, I'll take it. And then they don't show. Just weird.
Well, I'm hopeful that's not the case.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try to. We have like a local. There's basically a buy sell trade group just for my area.
Yep.
That I'll post some stuff, and then I can do like Macari local pickup too.
Yeah.
Because if I can avoid having to ship it, I would like to do that.
Oh, absolutely. Shipping's such a pain in the butt.
Okay, I cannot find where I left these tiles off.
Oh, really?
I'm wondering if they're just extras from the street. They
It's
could
very
be.
possible. I mean, if you can't see it, Tanner, it's not like it's gonna give you any grief, right?
It's true.
I left one of the stupid angle bricks out from behind the T-Rex's head there. I'm gonna have to pop it apart and do it because I know it's
Oh,
where
no.
it's cold, but that little small angled one that goes above the little the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I left that out.
Who the heck is?
What?
No, I just have someone typing odd things.
All right then.
The way this neck is put together is actually kind of neat though, with all the articulating pieces.
Yeah.
Those are the ball joints. I like it. Okay.
One more once over look just to make sure.
But so the question is, so I have some sets that I got like pretty loops, like for steels, right? But oddly, I've noticed the minifigs in those sets are actually almost worth as much as the actual set.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do I just open it, take some of the parts, so I have some extra parts, and just sell the minifigs? Or do I try to sell it new in box?
I just did that recently with one of the small snow speeder sets, the 4+ one,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's can be a very good.
Did you just
strategy.
sell the minifigs and keep the pieces?
Yeah. So somebody bought all 5 of the snow troopers.
Because I did that too. I bought a whole bunch of those when they were clearing out and they were on sale to actually sell the minifigs, but I was going to keep the thingies. Like I have one for myself, but I don't need a snow speeder army.
Right. I bought, I think, 6, gave 1 to Ethan, and then saved 5. And yeah, somebody bought all 5 that I had. And I think clearly because I was the only store that had that quantity for that low of a price.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm wondering because I got a couple of the Grievous Starfighters, like real cheap. But like General Grievous himself is selling for like $20-$25.
Yeah, it's not a cheap figure.
So I'm like,
not at all.
Well, and the question is too, do I just open it because then I can take the parts out and just the figs I can hold on to for a while. You know what I mean? Like that's not that doesn't take up as much as a box of stuff. So I might do that too. But I just have some I got to clear out some boxes. We're getting to be a little ridiculous on the boxes. 47. I mean, Stolena, if I was like, if Tanjam needs some more snow troopers, I've got plenty of those. Apparently, I actually have a ton because there used to be there was a ton in old advent calendars. Okay, so does it stand up better once you put the head on?
Yes.
Or do I need to change the thing so his tail's
So
on the
it's his
ground?
legs. He'll stand with the tail on, but the head definitely helps.
Okay, I had to change the angle of his body. He
The
wasn't.
angle of the dangle.
He was not doing too good there.
Oh, hey, finally a goal.
So Mara, did you finish up the Home Alone? Is it all done?
I did. He's half attacking it. It's right here. It's done. I just haven't had a chance to move it, so it's just chilling here right now.
What'd you think?
It's beautiful. I'm actually oddly annoyed with the back jet out section because when I'm gonna go store it, I want to it's like wasting space behind it.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll put the treehouse on that side so it's a little more even, or maybe even the.
Well,
So
you can just pop that off too.
Yeah, but then I have to put it next to. Like it's got it won't. So annoyed, but I love this style home. Like if I were to buy a house and I could buy a house anywhere, that's the style house I would buy.
Yeah.
So I like it. I do think it's weird though with the Christmas lights on the inside when you open.
Yeah.
Like that's odd. I know they did it for decoration, but no one decorates the inside of their house like that. They should have just honestly not had it there. But I did enjoy it. I only made like one mistake and I fixed it. It just took a little while, but it's done. We actually drove by the house the other day.
Really?
Yeah, we it's right by where my husband works.
Oh.
Yeah. And they actually have a big sign out front that's like do not enter, but there's a lot of good like Christmas light displays over there because it's a lot of big older homes, so they do like massive light displays. So we usually pick neighborhoods and we just drive around neighborhoods looking at lights.
We do that.
It does have to be a bit of a nightmare to live in that house, especially this time of year, right?
Yes.
Oh. I mean, I would deal with it, but it would have to be a bit of a nightmare.
It's a pretty massive house.
I'd sell guided tours, man. You could make some nice money there. This is where Kevin. Okay,
so a family. The house was actually just recently-ish up for sale.
Yeah.
Like within the past 5 years.
I remember
Someone else bought it. But didn't do many updates to it because there was a one night only Airbnb special that they were doing. Yeah. That you could actually go stay in the house with 3 of your friends. So, but I'm sure that they honestly couldn't turn it into a commercial thing because it's legitimate in the middle of a residential neighborhood in a very, I would say, litigious town where the neighbors would not allow that to fly kind of situation. Like, there's no McDonald's in that town because they
What?
won't allow a McDonald's.
Who'd
They're too high end.
want to live there anyway then?
I mean, let's put it this way. It's in a town where the owner of the Cubs lives.
Oh,
The owner of the Blackhawks lives.
so
Several Bears
smaller,
players
modest
live.
houses is what you're saying.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes. So the creator of Skinny Pop
What the heck
also
is
lives
Skinny
there.
Pop?
I only know that because my husband tutored their daughter. That's how I know that.
What's Skinny Pop?
You don't have Skinny Pop?
No.
It's like it's just a pop. It's like a bagged popcorn,
Oh,
but it's like all natural with like no junk. It's like literally just popcorn and a little bit of salt. But it's I don't know how they make it, but it's delicious.
oh, okay. I was gonna say not fun, but you're saying it's good.
No, it does not. They do make a couple flavors. I think they have a cheddar now and
Yeah.
stuff, but it's a very like low calorie because they don't use a lot of butter and they don't use a lot of anything. That's why they call it Skinny Pop because it's healthy popcorn, but it's really good.
Yeah.
Like I love popcorn and Skinny Pop is really good, even though it doesn't have a lot of junk in it. Skinny Pop, Snowlena. Like popcorn.
Did Tanner fall under the desk, or is he looking for McLaren?
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, you're there?
Like obscured by the chair. You can't see.
Yeah, you can kind of see his head.
Where?
Now you can't. There it is. There it is. He's back.
Where?
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Bend over and I'll show you.
Yeah, I already got that out tonight. That was a good one. So excited. So excited.
Oh, and Tanner, back to Go Sports. So what do we got on the game on Wednesday?
Oh.
Which game is that?
Bragging rights.
Oh, I'll bet you $100 that Mizzou loses by 50.
I don't know about that.
This is gonna be ugly.
It's going to be ugly, but this is one of those games I could see us just not playing well and losing.
Nah, you'll get your revenge.
She's sucking you in here. You can see it.
That's
She's
right.
sharpening you right now.
No,
I mean,
you
we
guys
did
gotta
win
see
by
this.
almost 60 points today, but still.
I've got some insider trading knowing that they're going to lose. Oh, I'll bet you.
We set a team record of 19 3-pointers today.
Hey,
That's all.
Tanner, you live by the three, die by the three, right? You could have a chance.
We won today too, but we played Utah. So yeah,
You who?
Oy.
exactly.
And you got demolished by Kansas, last week? I was watching
Yeah,
that.
well, yeah,
I mean, you guys are really bad.
indeed.
You're really bad. Like, you were not great last year, and you still beat us, but you are worse this year than last year.
I tell you, I'm worried about our bowl game, and so our bowl game is on the 22nd, I think.
It's that early?
I think so. And but we're playing Army.
Ooh,
You know,
with a triple option?
yeah, with the triple option, and they're going to run for like 400 yards on us, I'm sure. I think.
I like
Good. We're talking football, not basketball. Okay.
Yeah, no. Well, she was talking.
I was
basketball.
talking basketball. Now we
Oh,
switched to football.
I feel like there should be a ticker that goes across the screen when you do that.
Yeah, it's the 20th, so it's Wednesday. So yeah, same night as bragging rights.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that they couldn't plan that per se, but that's wow.
Where is it? It is the Armed Forces Bowl, wherever that is. Anyway, hey, I hate to do it, but I'm traveling tomorrow, and I got to get up early, so I am gonna sign out and leave you all to it. Yeah.
Alrighty, sir. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
we'll probably go 15 more minutes here, I think.
Oh, well, I can stick for 15 more
Stick
minutes.
for 15 more minutes. We'll call it at 9 o'clock-ish here, I think. Does that work for you, Eric?
Yeah. I mean, now we're still good for them, but whatever.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, I'm getting to the point where everything's getting really difficult to find, and
It's
right
the
in front of me.
browns.
I'm struggling on the grays right now for some.
Oh, it's the
stupid
grays
reason,
now?
so-
Oh, I'm already struggling with the browns right now, but
Yeah.
I had this like random allergy attack earlier today. I don't know
Oh.
what it was, but my eyes just like bloodshot and I couldn't see anything. And I took a little medicine, but they're still kind of itchy. I don't know what I was allergic to. But so it's making things a little difficult.
Mike, Cincinnati's playing Georgia in the first game of the playoff, I think. Or wait, no.
Oh,
Is it?
tied the game.
They're playing Georgia
Wait, Cincinnati's playing Georgia? No.
in their bowl.
Michigan.
I thought
No.
maybe not. Okay.
No, Alabama's playing Cincinnati because Alabama's the 1 seed.
Yeah, you're right.
I was going to say the same thing.
There's very few like sports things I know a lot about. College football is probably one of them.
I haven't even looked. So since he's the 4 in the playoffs, then I guess,
Yeah.
they were
I'm pretty sure.
undefeated.
Oh, actually, no. Are they the 3? No, they got to be Cincinnati's got to be the 4 because
Yeah,
they wouldn't make Georgia play Alabama again.
They're the 4. So they're playing the Cotton Bowl. They're playing in Jura World
Ugh.
for that first game.
Well, what's so funny is they're playing the Cotton Bowl at Jerry's World.
Yeah, they have for, I want to say because they didn't. I went to the Cotton Bowl. Missouri played at Arkansas.
I've been to the Cotton Bowl too because I went to the Red River Shootout when it used to be the Red River Shootout, not the Showdown.
So I went in 07, 08 because Missouri played Arkansas that year in the Cotton Bowl, but it was not at. It wasn't at the new Dallas Stadium. What are you laughing at?
Matthew, my favorite is when they throw a touchdown in the net.
Oh, Matthew.
Oh,
I would say we have another Canadian on our football team.
yeah. Who?
Water boy.
I think his name. Hold on, let's see where he's from. I think his name is Isaiah. I think his name is Isaiah Adams. Yes, he is from.
Toronto, or
I will tell you, he is from. He went to some community. Oh, he's from Oakwood, Ontario.
Ontario. Yeah, Toronto.
He went to junior college, and we got him from a junior college. But apparently, our head coach is coming up to Canada because he's never actually met this player's mom, and it's very important for this coach to meet the parents.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's going to come up there, and then he's also going to go over and see the twins that I've told you about, the ones from London. Yes. He's going to go over and see their family as well.
Well, that's cool.
I know. I thought that was kind of nice. I'd never really heard about a head coach like making time to do that. So he's basically, after all these players have committed, he's now like families that he hasn't gotten the chance to meet himself. He's going to make trips and seeing all the families, except the one guy from Denmark, because that would be a little difficult.
Well, I'd do Denmark first.
I don't know. We got some like 6'9", 280-pound guy from Denmark.
Oof.
Yes.
That's like.
He's big.
Yeah, well, that's big.
He looks big.
Big feller.
Eric, what do you think of that vignette that you're building right now?
There's not much to it yet.
Okay. So do you recognize what it is?
Yeah, it's from one of the Mario games, right?
The first one. Yeah. It's the warp world. It's how you warp. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice. Ethan and I were building this together, and the Technic in the first 2 bags really kind of threw him off.
Yeah.
And he just kind of got down on himself. But he also thought we were going to be done with this in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
When that didn't happen, he then kind of started losing interest. So we haven't touched this probably in 2 months.
Right.
So I figured I'll get it done for him so then he can look at it and use it. But yeah, it was disappointing.
It does have some neat features, though.
Yeah.
So, hey, back to Go Sports and
yes.
Maura, I'm sure you're aware of this, Kevin, you might be. So what do you guys think about the kid that surprisingly signed with the no-name team coached by Deion Sanders? Did you hear about that?
So I did. So
Yeah,
I saw the video the day before signing day that he did, was it with Barstool, where he said, we're going to surprise everyone tomorrow. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about, Dion? Like, what are you going to do? Right. And so I'm waiting all, like, I woke up, like, I was really busy. I don't know what I was doing, but I hadn't checked everything. And then suddenly I saw it flipped wide receiver. I'm like, oh.
Because everybody
And
thought
then
he was going to go
he got someone else too.
So
Picked up a big transfer.
it's crazy that they're doing this whole paying players for name and likeness stuff now, and most people are saying that's why this guy did it, right? Because he knows that Deion's name will be able to let him, sell his likeness or get him paid a lot. But
So I don't what I didn't even hear about this. So what happened?
so this wide receiver, I think everybody said he was going to go sign for one of the big schools, Florida State.
Florida State. He's the number 2 recruit in the country.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody thought he was going to go to Florida State, and then people started saying, "Oh, maybe he's going to go to Georgia," and then all of a sudden, boom! He announces, and he's going to Florida Coastal Midwest State, whatever. That's
Jackson State.
Yeah, Jackson State, that Deion Sanders coaches now. And it's like it's a Division I school, but it's like a tiny school,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's and I think the other big draw is that it's a historically black college.
Right. It's like a Grambling. It's like one of those that used to get a lot of those players, but
can't keep up anymore.
Yeah, and so I guess the state of Florida is now trying to legislate name and likeness. Like they are hard trying to legislate this because they're pissed off about it. Like it's funny.
Well, good. I mean,
it's all a big money game.
So
it is.
Sanders is a coach.
Yeah,
yeah, he has been. Yeah, I took the job last year, I think.
Yeah.
Now he was related to the Colonel, right?
Yeah.
Just
it's
and
I know some friends who work in athletics, and I mean, a lot of that name, image, likeness stuff was a dud. Like it didn't, like I didn't realize. So I actually saw this week too that Nike signed their first individual deal with a player.
Yeah,
a UCLA women's soccer player.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, wait, what about all those Oregon players they were signing and whatever? It was all a big to do, and nothing came of it.
Yeah.
So there really haven't been a whole lot of big deals that all these people think have happened. They haven't. There might have been a whole lot of paid appearances at birthday parties. But
yeah, because all of that. I mean, again, this stuff's been happening for years in college sports. It's just all been under the table and illegal, right? So
yeah.
Well, what was the movie there where they were doing that? They were they started showcasing that, like they don't pay them, but they pay them. Like it's
right.
They all of a sudden, mom and dad have a new house and
have a Lexus. Yeah.
Yes.
And the kid's driving a Lexus, and so I mean, it's all that definitely has happened for years, and I can see it.
Yeah, but don't forget they are getting a Division I degree,
education,
and they're getting a diploma that they can use anywhere when their playing careers are over.
Yeah.
Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And speaking of more Go Sports, in tonight's celebrity boxing, Darren Williams beats Frank Gore in a split decision.
What? Frank Gore is boxing?
Darren Williams is boxing?
Well.
But yes.
Nutty.
Yes, nutty is exactly right.
We're going to send Eric into the old cage there and get him to do some boxing.
I mean, I don't like to go back on my past, but
Eric's going to do some foxy boxing.
Go back to bare knuckle foxy boxing.
It's funny because you could see it.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I'm dangerous.
That's gonna be your boxing name, Dangerous. So dangerous. Holy heck! It's a long time coming to hear this piece.
Okay. Oh, what?
It's
Oh,
a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur. Wait, the dinosaur can talk?
it can? My daughter asked me if it was a big dinosaur or a little dinosaur. And I was like, a medium dinosaur?
Are you taking her to Spider-Man tomorrow?
No.
No.
Good.
Honestly, mostly because of COVID.
No.
She would want to like eat popcorn and whatever and
Off the floor and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, we did I don't know that we've let her watch the last one
Okay.
yet. I think there's like a couple of like a little too violent.
Yeah.
She has watched the animated one multiple times. She really likes that one.
Spider-Verse.
Spider-Verse. Because that one's not too bad because it's animated, so it looks a little, but I think it's just like a little too violent.
Yeah.
We bought
But then again, she sees like, lightsaber battles in Star Wars, so maybe it's not so bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a documentary, so that's why
It's true.
that's okay.
A documentary about the future.
Yeah. I bought tickets Thursday for this afternoon show, and I went standard. I didn't do like the RPX upgrade because that was packed on Thursday. There wasn't a lot of seats left. So when I purchased ours, there were only 4 sold. 2 of them were ours. And then when we got there, my brother-in-law was going to take my nephew, and he looked it up. And the only thing that was available was the 2 front rows. That's it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
my
booked
husband.
up quick.
My husband said when he was looking at for tickets, basically it's like 10 of the 20 theaters at this one place are all Spider-Man, and all of them are probably at least 70% full for tomorrow. So I was like, just pick the one that's not as crowded. I'm like, he's like, well, do you want to see it in IMAX? I'm like, no, like it's not necessary. He's like, well, good, because that one's almost sold out. I was like, yeah, no, that's not worth it.
All right. Well, how about we call it an evening?
Well, it's already called that, but we can.
You want to call it an evening, Eric? I want to know what Eric's thoughts are on this.
What?
Nothing.
Oh man.
Yeah. Let's pack her in for tonight. I think my eyes are burning.
Yeah.
It is a difficult set to get through for seeing the book and stuff like that, and it's
yeah, I'm like 1.5 bags, and my eyes are already like.
Oh yeah. No.
It's a rough one. I don't know why. It's not a hard build. It's just
it's colors in the books and the colors on the, and they're using the dark brown and then the light brown, and it's just yeah
for sure.
All right, but thanks for everybody joining us tonight, and hope you guys have a good weekend. And we definitely won't be streaming next weekend because that's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So, but we'll probably be back during the week or whatever, because I know for sure Tanner and I are on holidays there for a bit. So
I will be once I'm back. I'm home too.
Yeah. Okay.
Off
Cool.
all
We've got another dude that actually reached out to me there. He's wants to maybe do a stream with us. So Tanner and I were talking. We'll probably have him on there. A guy built a custom Blackbird there. It looks ridiculously cool. So, but we'll be back here shortly. And yeah, everybody have a good Christmas and hope to see you soon. Stay safe.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.